Who's ready for some good old high school football? It's the Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week. Heck, this might even be our Game of the Year, folks. Tonight, we have two of the most potent offenses in all of the Natural State. The Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week is being presented by Tyson Foods, by D3 Auto Sales, by Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal Services, by our good friends at Razor Polish, and by Arkansas Tech University. We'll start off with the visiting Harding Academy Wildcats as they take on the high-powered offense of the Elkins Elks. The stakes can't be any higher than this. The winner heads to the state championship while the loser transitions to basketball season. It's game time! Let's send it out live to your Arkansas Sports Network team. Here's Brad Caldwell and Deshawn Miller.
It is our game of the week as we're here at Elkins for the 4A state semifinals, and I don't think there's anybody that's any more excited than we are. I'll tell you right now, we've been battling lots of things today, but we're working on it. We got it going, and we're excited to be here as the Harding Academy Wildcats, our number one team in the state of Arkansas in 4A, taking on the number two team in 4A by Arkansas Sports Network, the Elkins Elks. Glad to have you along here, Brad Caldwell, along with Deshawn Miller and crew, as we are bringing you live action here from Elkins. It is going to be a great night for high school football here, and I don't think that you want to miss it. Deshawn, I want to let you get in here, talk a little bit about it. We've got some great interviews that we want to get to here before the game starts. We've got a lot of things going on, and we're just trying to bring you all of the atmosphere that we got here at Elkins.
Yes, sir. We're excited to be here, and this is going to be one of, if not, the best game in the entire state this year, we believe. Two high-octane offenses getting ready to meet up here at Elkins, and both of these defenses are doing a pretty good job as well. Tonight, I mean, you just got big-time names all over the field. You know, you got Isaac Baker, Kyle Hoover, Owen Miller, Wyatt Simmons, H.C. Neil Evans, all for Harding Academy. Just a few of the highlights. Elkins, of course, you got Deshawn Chairs, Dizzy Dean, James Townsend, Landon Martin, Zach Watson, the head coach, Neil Evans, the head coach of Harding Academy, and we're really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to bring you a lot of stuff. We do have some interviews to get to, so we're going to get to that now to get those in before the game starts.
Yeah, we talked a little bit to each team here before the game starts just to kind of get their feelings on how this thing would go. And, man, I tell you what, we've got some great ones here. And let's start out with Elkins tonight as Coach Zach Watson. We talked to him about just the atmosphere inside of the community here in Elkins, about how excited that they are about this team and this game.
You guys are taking on one of the powers in the state of Arkansas. They moved up from 3A to 4A last year, played in the state championship last year. Elkins not as known as a power. What is it like to have that type of team and that type of game on your home field?
Yeah, it's tremendous. You know, I think you look at them in their recent history, they've been, you know, in the last three in state championships. And so to get them on your home field is definitely an advantage for us. I think we've had great support throughout the community all year long. And just, you know, I think we're going to have a tremendous crowd here on Friday night. Obviously, they're a great ball club. I do watching their film, and I hope they feel the same way about us. I do feel like we're the best team they played all year, and I know that they are the best team we've played all year. So, and when you get to this point, you kind of expect that. I mean, that's the spot we're at. that's the spot we want to be at every year. And I think that's an expectation for us, and our kids understand that. And I think that's why we've been able to get here as fast as we have.
You were within an eyelash of this spot last year. I mean, I wasn't there, but I'm pretty sure it was like 6 seconds or something like that. You guys were that close to being there. What was that experience like last year? How have you been able to build on that this year?
I think it's a big time learning experience. We learn stuff as coaches, and our players learn stuff as players. And I think that catapulted us into the summer and our off-season program and got us to where we're at today. We learned from our mistakes, really built upon that throughout the off-season and into summer and our team camps, and made the necessary adjustments to get into this game that we're going to be in on Friday night.
Talk about what the community is like. I know that Elkins, I think it's been since 1993 since they've been this far into the playoffs. What is the community like? And do you guys feel that in the locker room?
Yeah, there's definitely a buzz. I mean, you can't go into Hart's or Casey's, gas station without somebody stopping you, wishing you well, talking to you about the upcoming game. So there is a buzz. But like I said earlier in the broadcast, we've got a tremendous support throughout the year, all year long. We had a great crowd travel with us to CAC last week and really cheered our guys on and gave them the backing that they need. And I think that's going to be somebody. Deshawn and Dizzy actually just told me this. They heard from our AD. There's already been, $5,000 worth of tickets sold. And so we're going to expect a big crowd this Friday. And so with Fayetteville being the state championship in War Memorial, we're kind of the only show up here in Northwest Arkansas this weekend. And so it should be fun and exciting.
Stinging over.
So Coach Zach Watson talking there about just the atmosphere here at Elkins. As you know, it's something that they're not quite used to here at Elkins, running this big time ball game. But we've got quarterback Dizzy Dean here. He is one of our D3 Auto Sales MVP nominees, and we're going to have those awards coming out tonight as far as the finalists go. And let's get to Dizzy Dean.
Dizzy, you are committed to Central Missouri, but right now that's not your focus. Your focus is the Harding Academy Wildcats. Tell us a little bit about your preparation for this Harding Academy team.
Yeah, I think just watching a lot of film and seeing what they do and how they play people has been really important for me. And then talking with Coach Watson and coming up with the game plan for, hey, this is where we want to attack them on defense, and then just coming out and stacking practices on practices and making sure we have a good week has been really important for us as a team.
How have you improved from last year?
I think the game's really slowed down for me this year. I think just the entire game, it's slowed down, so it's made it easier for me. I think reading defenses, I've done a better job this year. And then I think just getting bigger and stronger has really helped me take my game to the next level.
Tell us what it's like for you to be able to play in this high level of a game. I know that you've got a little bit of a Greenwood background, so that's a place that you actually got a chance to play in the semifinals a couple years back. Tell us what it's like to prepare as you are now the starting quarterback going into this ball game.
Yeah, I think it's helped me coming from that background, being able to play in big games. It's nothing new to me, so I know how to prepare for it, and I know what to expect from the games. But I think here at Elkins, there's just the fans. There's a lot more excitement to it all, and it makes it more fun for me to prepare for a game like this, to come and be able to have the town support the team as much as they have, and just be able to come for a game like this. It's been really awesome.
What's it like being walking down the hallways of the school? And I assume that there's got to be some excitement there in the school about what's coming up tomorrow night.
Yeah, I mean, anyone I've talked to said they're coming to the game. I've had a lot of teachers come up and ask about the game, and just fellow students. I mean, everyone's really excited. I mean, it's the first time in a long time an Elkins team has been this far and playing into December. So there's a lot of excitement just in the hallways and just in the classroom. So
what do you think it would mean to an Elkins team to get this, or the Elkins community to get this victory on Friday night?
it would mean a lot to the town and the community. I've not coming from Greenwood. I've not been in a town that's like this town. I mean, this town's been awesome, supporting me and my brother moving in, and then for us to help lead a team to a state championship game, and it would be really awesome. And the town would be just ecstatic.
And we've got D3 Auto Sales MVP award nominees all over the place. Deshawn Chairs of Elkins is also one of our D3 Auto Sales MVP award list nominees. We're going to get to him right now as he talked a little bit about the atmosphere and what's going on in this game and how he prepares for each game.
Deshawn, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you might be the best kept secret in the state of Arkansas. Tell us a little bit about your approach to the game and how you feel about playing in this type of ball game.
The approach was a lot of film, and then getting our scout guys to give me the realistic look. They have a really good front seven, and then their safety shift down a lot in the run game. Then, yeah, just getting prepared each and every day this week.
You know, last week you had 250 yards against CAC. When you go into a ball game, maybe like that, you are going to have a big ball game. Do you fit that? You know that when you go into a ball game that you think you've got a chance to have a real good game.
Yes, sir. I visualize a lot of my reps like in game before the game even starts, and that actually helps me do what I do on Friday nights because I visualize it.
Yeah, that's that. Now, when you say you visualize it, tell us a little bit about what goes into that.
Just like right before the game, just me and myself and my thoughts, just visualizing the good stuff and getting my confidence up, ready to play.
Sing it over. We could hear it.
All right, so we got Harding Academy as well as we talked to them early in the week. We've got Owen Miller, we got Wyatt Simmons, and we've got Coach Neil Evans. Let's start out with Coach Neil Evans and what he thinks about this game coming up here against Elkins.
I think a lot of guys that were counted on last year that were that what I would call young, especially on offense, are no longer young. And so, you know, the team that went to the finals first year in 4A with a lot of youth on the offensive side are now older. And I think that's one of the biggest differences maybe in this team and last year's team is just having experience. And I think, too, this team has seemingly had an edge all year, and I don't think we have peaked too soon. And I think something as a coach that, you know, that we worry about is, you know, if you kind of playing your best football way too soon, you know, and I think we've done a good job of kind of keeping our guys grounded. And, you know, really what this is not unfamiliar territory. That has to do with the players. We coach some of the greatest kids in the world. They're fun to be around. They're coachable. They let us coach them hard. It's a really good combination, and a special time to be a part of it.
Coach, you guys, and this is you and Elkins really in the same boat when I asked this question. You guys basically have mercy ruled every team on your schedule. I know there's been a couple here and there that you haven't. How do you keep your kids sharp when it comes to a game like this, where it's very likely not going to be that type of ball game?
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing is it has to do with your habits. So, you know, obviously we have talented players, but the habits that we have in place, and I'm sure it's the same case with Elkins, the habits that they have are what got them there. You know, there are plenty of talented teams across the state that are not playing this week. And so I think it has to do with the habits that we have, and those habits don't change, right? The standard by which we practice, the standard by which we prepare as a staff, the way we work all the other days out of the year have to do with us being in this spot. And so, you know, I don't know exactly how connected the whole mercy rule part is, in terms of staying sharp. But again, I think it comes back to who you are, who you say you are, and then what do you do at practice? Because you are who you are at practice. So.
Coach Neil Evans has had his team in the state semifinals now 5 years in a row, 3 state championships in 3A, moved up to 4A. They're in semifinals for the second year in a row. And, man, they're just a phenomenal team that you've got there at Harding Academy. We're going to move on to Owen Miller. Owen Miller is a D3 Auto Sales MVP Award nominee. And we'd like to remind you to make sure you stay tuned tonight at halftime. We will have the nominee finalist announcement where we will announce the 12 finalists. And so we want to make sure that you stay with us there. So let's get to Owen Miller.
The biggest thing that sticks out to me is 0 interceptions. What in the world? How did you go through 13 games so far, no interceptions?
I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into that. Having a whole year under my belt has really helped with that. Just the experience, just kind of slowing the game down. And then our offensive coordinator is really good at drawing up plays, but he's also really good at just describing them to our whole offense. And so just having him, me and my offensive coordinator, we kind of just we see eye to eye with a lot of things. And so that helps a lot. And then my receivers just running the routes really hard and getting open. So it's just been a good combination of things.
You've got very good numbers through the air, but you've also got it done on the ground. And especially as of late, I've noticed that you've been in the hundreds and the upper 80s and 90s on the ground this year. Tell us a little bit about what you bring with your legs.
Yeah, this offseason I tried to get a lot faster. That was a really big thing for me to try to improve on. And I've just obviously coming with growing and getting bigger. But when the play breaks down, I feel pretty comfortable just using my legs and trying to make something happen. So that's something that's always kind of come natural to me. And again, our receivers are really good at kind of clearing out and running the other way. So I have more space to run. And our O-line does a good job of not holding. So it's kind of like a second nature type thing for me when I get to use my legs. So I've enjoyed being able to do that.
We've got you for 83 carries, 724 yards, and 11 touchdowns. You've had one heck of a year, 3,046 through the air, 41 touchdowns. That gives you 52 touchdowns total. But, man, we've got a one heck of a quarterback matchup here coming up this weekend. What do you know a little bit about Elkins?
They're a lot like us in many ways. They don't have many weaknesses, and they play very sound on both sides of the ball. They seem like a very well coached team. They just seem like a bunch of disciplined and coachable players. Obviously, I don't watch their offense as much as their defense, but I know their offense, they can throw it, they can run it. So it's kind of pick your poison. They're tough to defend. And then their defense has some very athletic players, and they just play really hard. And so I think it should be a good matchup.
You're accustomed to playing big games. You guys played in the state championship last year. You played in a big game at Arkadelphia. You played team out of Louisiana this year. Y'all played Boonville a couple times. That's a really good team. You've played Valley View. I mean, you guys are accustomed to playing, but it feels like that this game is going to be on another level. How do you prepare yourself for a game like that?
Yeah, kind of just like teams you're mentioning, it's not like we haven't been on the other side very much of losing, but still experienced that last year in the state championship. We've been in many big games. We've been through the highs and the lows, even though more so the highs, still know how it feels to be through the lows. And kind of like how I was saying earlier, just having a year of experience under my belt really improves my confidence for me personally. And then just the chemistry I have with all my players, and we're all really close and stuff. And we know if we're down, we're not going to, that's not going to affect us. And if we're up, that's not going to affect us either. So kind of just staying poised, never getting too high or too low, and just being confident because we've been here before, being confident in our players and coaches.
Obviously, it's crazy exciting. The excitement of the playoff never wears off. It's always surreal. It's amazing. I love being here with these guys, and just can't wait to play another week.
So you're a coach's son, but you're in a little bit of a unique position here. You're not a high school coach's son. You're not the guy that's sitting next to you, son. You're a college coach's son. What is that like?
So it's been incredible. My dad has done a great job of being a dad before he's a coach, and that's had a huge impact on the way I do things. But he's obviously been able to teach me and coach me through my whole career. I've always had that little bit of a bonus from being able to learn from him. He's a great guy. He's super smart. He's been coaching for a lot of years, so it's been incredible.
Wyatt, you are committed to the University of Arkansas. So tell us a little bit about, number one, how hard was it to tell your dad no? And then the second thing was, what was it like to be able to get a chance to commit to the U of A?
Well, it wasn't as hard as you might imagine it being, telling my dad no, because he's always supported me and supported me in whatever I did. So I knew how he was going to react. I hated that I wasn't going to be able to spend the next 4 years with him like I thought I might for my whole career. But it went pretty well. And I get to spend this time with him now. And so we've just been taking full advantage of that. I had never thought that I would be able to play at that level until very, very recently. And so it was kind of surreal. And I mean, it's just a blessing, a huge blessing, an absolute honor to be able to be a part of something that big, be able to play for someone like Coach Pittman. And I mean, it was just incredible.
You know, Harding, when people think about Harding, the first thing they think about is offense, not as much on the defensive side of the ball. What is it that this defense brings to the table this year that might be different from other years in the past?
We just have a bunch of guys with incredible chemistry who play behind coaches that inspire belief in them. We're able to go out there and play harder than anybody else we play. We're always playing harder than anybody on the field. We'll hit you harder. And we're just able to really make people quit, I think, in a way that it's hard to get a bunch of high school kids to do. And our coaches have been able to inspire that belief in us. I think we have something special.
And that was Wyatt Simmons. As we heard from Harding Academy, we heard from Elkins. We're getting ready to bring you high school football semifinal action here on the Arkansas Sports Network. If you haven't hit that share button, go ahead and do that for us right now as we are ready for high school football action here on the Arkansas Sports Network. We're getting the coin toss right now as the two teams are walking out to midfield. And we're going to have the coin toss out there. And we've got our guys are out there, Duran Miller and Bill Harshaw. We're going to about to send it down to them to let them take it away.
It's in here, it's turf field. I'm just look at it together, okay? It is hit.
We're having a little bit of audio down there. Looks like Elkins won the toss. They will defer. And it looks like Harding Academy will take the football. And boy, I thought we were going to get that audio, but I think it's probably that right there that's causing that. Maybe. Anyway, Harding Academy will receive. Elkins will kick off. They've deferred to the second half, and boy, we're ready for some football here. We're bringing you sideline cameras. We're bringing you top of the stadium cameras. We've got everything for you tonight. You don't want to miss this action as we go to a break. We're ready for Harding Academy. We're ready for Elkins, and we'll be back right after this.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real. to always keep it Tyson.
We're back here on the Arkansas Sports Network. You see the Harding Academy Wildcats running out as they're ready for the semifinal action here. Elkins getting ready to come out. And I'll tell you right now, I've got chill bumps running up and down my body because this is a great, great atmosphere for high school football as you've got the Elks coming right at you. Bill Harshaw down there with the shot. And boys and girls, we've got us a ball game tonight. I'll tell you right now, a lot of people talking, and talk is cheap, we'll say that, but I know that there's a lot of people think that these are the best two teams in 4A. I know there are two teams down in eastern Arkansas right now that think that they're probably the best two in 4A, and these two teams are going to meet up. The winner of this one and the winner of that one are going to meet up for a chance to play in the state championship game in War Memorial Stadium next week. We cannot wait to bring you the action here as we are live here at Elkins, and we have a good one in store for you tonight. Getting ready to kick off, bringing out the kickoff teams, and we're getting ready to go. Duran Miller will join me here in just a moment. As boy, we've got, man, I can't quit saying it. We've got a great one for you tonight. Kicking off for the Elks is number 42, Ryan Dugan. Ryan Dugan kicking off for the Elks. And back deep to receive for Harding Academy, I believe I see number 28, if I'm not mistaken. We'll get that in just a moment. Fields it at about the 5. Oh my goodness, gets popped right off the bat. And we've got football for you here as, my goodness, what a play to start this one off. Harding Academy setting their offense up. We're getting ready here as Harding Academy will start just across the 20-yard line. And there is the offense of the Wildcats. Owen Miller running a little RPO action, throws it out to his big receiver. We're running a little no-huddle offense here. Number 88, Indy McGalliard on that catch there. Second down and about 3 yards to go as they run another RPO. They got it across the 30 down to about the 33-yard line. Good gain there. That's going to be a first down for the Wildcats. Little handoff goes up the middle. Nothing doing there. Looks like it may be just a gain of 1 on the play. Gain of 1 on the play for Harding Academy. Second down, and we'll call it 9 here. Harding Academy calls for the snap. Now they're looking at the defense. They're looking at the coach.
Wide
Miller
open.
finds a guy at the 50-yard line. Now they're running so fast, I can't hardly keep up with their numbers.
Number 20, looks like.
Number 20. And that is Isaac Baker. We know about Isaac Baker. Baker is a big-time player there for the Wildcats, playing a little running back, playing a little wide receiver in this offense.
Yeah, Baker on the year has 112 carries, 877
and he's
yards.
breaking into the secondary all the way down close to the 25-yard line, and that's going to be a first down for the Wildcats. And I'm telling you, you're going to expect some offense tonight. I know the defense, is, especially of Elkins, has been able to hold people down, but tonight is going to be probably a little bit different of a ball game. Aaron, if you can get Jim to close in just a little bit on the Zoom, just a little bit. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more.
Yep. Here we go. They're going looking deep.
Got a man, that's McGalliard. McGalliard gets all the way down to the inside the 10, down to the 9, and they're running quickly are the Wildcats.
Yeah, and Isaac Baker, we were kind of talking about him a moment there. He's got 877 yards rushing, I believe 10 TDs, and on receiving, he's got another several yards, 770 and 10 touchdowns. I think 21 touchdowns total. Very impressive.
Miller called for the snap. Now they're looking at the defense, and the coaches are looking at the defense. Miller looking at the sideline.
No tight ends, 5 wide.
Little jet sweep action. Woo! Actually, it's a fake, and there's a good stop there by the defense of Elkins. Bringing up 2nd down and goal for the Wildcats.
Yeah, number 80 in on the tackle. I'm trying to get that roster in front of me for Elkins here. I think might have seen Brooks Williams in there too.
Miller tries to get it over to the running back. I believe that was Baker. Maybe it was intended for. Let's see. Actually, no, that was number 15. And, of course, we don't have 15 on the roster. You got to love that scorebook live.
Right.
3rd down and goal here as the field is shrinking. This is the hardest place to score.
It's that dragonfly. I get you sometimes.
That's it.
So here we go.
Miller looking at the sideline again.
They're manned up defensively.
And he's pressured. He's being flushed out. Gets around the end, and he's going to get close to the end zone.
Ball was stripped out before he went to the end zone.
What do we got?
Ball got
I don't
knocked
see
out,
a call.
Went straight up in the air. They're calling. Elkins is wanting a safety. They're talking about it, fixing to get a call.
They're wanting a touchback. Let's see what they get. I think Elkins thinks they're getting a touchback here.
It's all about if he was stepped out before that ball came loose. Because he was short, it looked like. Of course, I ain't got an instant replay right now.
Touchback.
Wow. That is a momentum builder for Elkins and a killer for Harding on their first drive. Elkins needed that in a bad way because Harding was making light work going up and down the field in this Elkins defense that showed off last week, holding CAC to only 15 points.
That Elkins offense, man. That Harding Academy offense moving quickly. They're tough, but great stop there for the Elks. And now the Elks get a chance to get the ball here. And we've got our D3 Auto Sales MVP backfield in the backfield with Chairs and Dizzy Dean. Dean looks out to the sideline. He throws it out to his brother, Stone. They're going to pick up about 4 yards on that play. It's going to be 2nd down and let's go 5 there. 2nd down and 5 for the Elks.
They're going to hurry up. No huddle.
Elkins throwing it out to the wide side. That's caught. Looks like it's going to be right at about the 30-yard line.
One of those dynamic receivers, John Townsend.
John
number
Townsend,
10.
that's right. Townsend was featured in our OTA intro, Overtime Arkansas, if you didn't get a chance to see that. We did a scoreboard show throughout the season. 1st down Elkins. They hand it off to Chairs. Chairs ducks through. He breaks out, gets to the 40, across the 40 to the 41-yard line. And that is a 1st down for the Elkins Elks right there, as Elkins now bringing their offense down the field. And, man, I'll tell you what, Duran, I know that these defenses, especially the Elkins defense, has been talked about a lot, barely giving up 100 yards or 100
hoop right here. Keep going.
Barely giving up 100 points on the season.
Yes.
But tonight, it's going to be a little bit different. I think both teams are going to have a hard time stopping the other one.
Yes, 2 unbelievable offenses here. So they go quads to the right, to the bubble.
And he's tackled for a loss right there. And let's see where they mark it. Well, that's a long one there. About 5 on the play. 2nd down and 15 now, as they try to get it out to Chairs on a bubble screen, try to get some people in front of them. Harding Academy was not fooled at all.
Great job from Harding that time. Coming up, You get the Chairs out in space like that, he is hard to stop. And that was a great job swarming to the football that time.
Now, Dizzy Dean looking at the sideline. Talking to Chairs in the backfield. Dean, he's flushed out to the right-hand side. Cuts back. He's going to gain a few yards. He's hit pretty hard, though.
Yeah, and Brad, that's one thing that you and I were caught off a little surprised when we did Elkins and Charleston earlier this year, second game of the season. Dizzy Dean being a willing runner, and he's not just a sit in the pocket kind of guy like a lot of people kind of seem to kind of think that's how he is. He definitely uses his feet. He's a willing runner, and that's what you saw right there, and got a pretty good pickup.
Absolutely. So, third down and long now. Here's a big play here for the Elks. Dean drops back. He's looking down the field. He's got his man. Had his man right there. He dropped it.
John Townsend.
Yeah, that's it. John Townsend is his guy. That's his go-to receiver. Harding Academy going to get a stop here. It looks like Elkins going to have to punt. So both offenses get off the field. No points here early in this ball game. 6 minutes and 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's the kick. Bounds out close to the 20. Let's see where they mark it. We're going to go to a quick break. Ball on the 22-yard line. We'll be back here in just a moment. You're watching the Arkansas Sports Network at the 4A state semifinals.
So hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
We're back here as Owen Miller brings a man in motion. He drops back. He's got plenty of time.
Yep.
Got a wheel route down the sideline. Does he hit him? My gosh, at the accuracy of that pass. Did he catch that?
No, okay, I'm sorry. I thought he was saying it was in. He's just waiting for the ball, the referee.
I'll tell you right now, that was an incredible throw right there.
Hard to see with the naked eye. I should look at that monitor more often on plays like that.
Dizzy Dean down there taking some instruction. Harding Academy, though, on the offensive side of the ball right now.
No tight ends so far.
You're not going to see too many tight ends, although I will say Stone Dean is a pretty good tight end.
Man, right in the window.
Oh, my goodness, Kyler Hoover. He's got room, and he's going to go.
He said bye-bye, maybe too soon.
10,
he's still doing it.
5, touchdown, Kyler Hoover.
Wow.
Big play there for the Harding Academy Wildcats.
Right now, the Elkins fans aren't going to like that. He was waving bye-bye a little early, but it worked out for him. Unreal. Nice play, the burst after the catch.
The question I wonder, though, was he calling for a block or was he saying bye? I don't know which.
I'm not sure.
But whatever it was, it's a touchdown nonetheless, and it's a big one. 6-0 on the board here as Harding Academy strikes first. Griffin Thomas kicking off, or for the PAT, I should say. There's the kick.
Almost blocked.
And it's up, and it's good. And we've got 6:09 to play here in the first quarter. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back here. Harding Academy leads 7-0. We'll be back in a moment.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network, game of the week. Kyler Hoover gets a pass from Owen Miller, 78 yards for the touchdown. 6:09 to play here as Harding Academy strikes first. Elkins will get their opportunity here in just a moment. Griffin Thomas kicking off for Harding Academy. There's the kick. And that's going to be a touchback. And 1st and 10 from the 20 will be the Elks.
If you got a kicker in high school that can kick it into the end zone, you got a major weapon.
Absolutely.
In college, you get the ball at the 35. Isn't that correct?
At the 25.
25.
If they fair catch it.
They kick it through the end zone. What do you get?
To the 20, I believe.
In college?
I don't even know anymore.
Seems like it's more. I know they constantly change them. NFL's different, college is different, high school's different.
Yeah, I know it. Forever it was all the 20, but they had to go around and mess things up, right? Yeah. The Chairs gets a few yards there. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Elks here. Dean.
Play action.
He's got a man. That's Townsend.
That's his 2nd one.
Dropped again. My goodness, and I know he is sick. That ball was right in the breadbasket there, and he just dropped it. So
great pass from Dizzy Dean.
3rd down and long now for the Elks.
Right on the money. Give credit to both of these offenses. Neither one of these offensive lines is what I was trying to say, but neither one of these offenses hold the ball a long time for the most part, but they're giving their quarterback time.
Yeah, and both quarterbacks can put it right on the money.
Good pickup from the back. This time, though, he's going to escape. He gets it away to Chairs.
Chairs has it, goes across down to the 20-yard line. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. Big win for Harding Academy right there as they lose, about 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up another punting situation for the Elk. And right now, Harding Academy is showing that they're ready to play this one.
Yep. You take out the 2 drops on huge plays downfield, and it might look different. But right now, Harding Academy making the best of the situation they're getting. They're holding. They're bending a little but not breaking. Elkins has got to focus a little bit better here, get it going offensively.
And there's a punt. It's going to go out of bounds. They're going to start in Elkins territory. And, boy, I tell you, right now Harding Academy feeling pretty good about themselves, but there's a long way to go in this one as we got 5:19 to go here in the first quarter of action. Owen Miller showing some things tonight. Dizzy Dean looking good himself. Put 2 balls right on the money.
Yeah, he did.
And Dizzy Dean is a Central Missouri commitment. I'm not sure who Owen Miller's getting looked at. We'll find that out as time goes on. But right now, he's just a junior. He's more worried about the Wildcats than he is anything else. Miller dropping back to pass. He's got a man deep. And that's going to be broken up. Nice play there.
That's number 15, I don't think we have on our roster.
That's Carson Rico, and I did get a note. Number 15 is for Harding is number 82, but guess what?
For Harding?
Or maybe 82 is 15. Either way, I don't have either one of them on the roster.
Yeah, Carson Rico was the Elkins defender.
That's right, Carson
Good
Rico.
job
Yes,
getting that past deflection.
That was a big play there, but they're going to keep coming at you.
That time the ball hung up just a little bit on Owen Miller. Got to get it out just
Hoover,
a second quicker.
Hoover was behind, and we watched Hoover last year against Boonville. He was tough.
He was unbelievable. You got to know where he's at all times.
He's over 1,000 yards receiving for the season. Miller, he's got the corner. He's quick, and he's going to keep going. He gets out of bounds.
About the 31-ish or 36-ish. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong 10. They're 26.
And what do we got? We got a flag. We do have a flag. Looks like this one might come back. I think they may have a holding call for Harding Academy. We haven't had a chance to talk enough about the defense. And, of course, the defense of Harding Academy led by Wyatt Simmons, a Razorback commitment there.
Yes.
And he's number 10. I know a lot of people are always interested to see the next Razorbacks. So.
Oh, yeah, 6'3", 220. 2024, he is a senior. Trying to get his team to the state championship and win the title. But right now, still a lot of ball game in this one. 7-0. Elkins trying to get a stand here. 2nd down and, 20? Real close to it.
Yeah, long way to go, but for a high-powered offense such as this one, 20's not that far. Miller rolling out to the right-hand side. Nice pass, pitch and catch.
Oh, might be a late hit called here. Let's see if they're just saying that was continuation. No flag.
Isaac Baker picks up the first down, and like I said, man, that when you've got a quarterback that is as quick as Miller and can throw the ball on the run as Miller can, I mean, it is 2nd and 20's nothing.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a first down.
So first down.
Needed 20, got about 24 on that last one.
First down for the Wildcats. They're looking at the sidelines.
Yeah, they're going to pull here.
Yep.
And they're going to go opposite a little read play.
Yep. Little zone read action. But I'll tell you right now, they're not going to waste a whole lot of time. They're going to get back up to the line of scrimmage. That is.
Yep, they're substituting.
They're so quick. Of course, Elkins saw this last week with Central Arkansas Christian. I think this might be a whole different level.
Here we go. Again, that's Hoover.
And Hoover, man, his quickness, man, is just hard to keep up with.
It's fun to watch these offenses. They'll bring in that last play was kind of one of their biggest sets you'll see, unless you're in just a straight goal line. And then they run off the field immediately. They go back 5 wide on you.
It's just a different level, man. I'm telling you. You see, I mean, we see teams all over the state of Arkansas, but we don't see this level, especially of quarterbacking.
Kind of an offset pistol here, it looks like.
Run goes up the middle. Harding Academy getting a pretty nice push against the defensive line of Elkins, which, you know, really – that was something that we wondered. The defensive line of Elkins is tough.
Yes, they really are. We saw them, like we said, earlier this year against Charleston, and they were really impressed that night.
Yeah, and, you know, I had a coach earlier in the year tell me that the defensive line of Elkins was the difference for them. But right now the push is for Harding Academy, and that offensive line, give them a lot of credit. They're doing good work there in the trenches.
Got a tight end now on the left side.
Handoff goes up the middle once again.
Yep.
He just carrying guys all the way down to about the 4-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down.
That's one reason I love the pistol. You got a tight end to the left side. You think that's the strong side. But when you're in that pistol, you hand that ball, you just hand it right beside you. It doesn't help the linebackers read where they're going. He's going to run off the center's hip and just make a decision on what lane opens up best for him.
And I made a mistake. Not the 4, the 7. The 7-yard line is where we're at right now. This is where Elkins was able to stop Harding Academy one time. Let's see if they got a chance to do it again here. Miller calls for the snap, hands it off again.
Nice cut right there in the hole to get something out of nothing. He ends up getting maybe a yard or two, but he really should have been stopped for a loss. Baker, jump cut.
I'll tell you what, Baker, man, he is something else.
He really is. He's
I'll tell you,
fun to watch.
we walked down on the field, got a chance to see these Harding Academy athletes here, and they've got a great-looking group of kids down there, man. I'm telling you. So Miller at the line of scrimmage, calling for motion. He goes from left to right. Miller rolling out to the right-hand side.
On if you could see him.
And, boy, I tell you what, he is so nimble.
Yeah, he is. That's exactly my thoughts.
Yeah. So nimble. I mean,
he's got to be careful holding that ball out to the side, though.
Good chance to get a look at Miller. He has been phenomenal this year. And he was a D3 Auto Sales finalist last year. He's a D3 nominee. We're going to name those finalists here at halftime. So Miller looking to the back corner of the end zone. That's knocked away. That was an unbelievable play there by number 15 once again.
That's trying to find that Elkins roster.
That's
Carson Rico
one more time. And
he's just a sophomore on this team.
Big time play there.
He's listed, if that was number 15, he's listed at 5'6", 130.
Oh, my goodness.
Impressive. He's out there again on an island right now, giving up a lot of size.
They're running a little trick play.
It's thrown back. That was the Philly special, basically,
it's
right there.
Touchdown reception for Owen Miller, and that is 6 points. And like you said, that's the Philly special. And right now, Owen Miller's showing he's pretty special.
Yeah, he is. Put a little cheesesteak on that one, didn't you?
13-0. Owen Miller and the Wildcats up. Extra point pending.
Or as Rocky would say, the atomic Ogie shot.
Kick is up.
It's good.
It's good, and that's going to bring us to 14-0.
Elkins is getting close to getting those extra points blocked.
2.5 minutes to go. Let's go to a quick break. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
Back here at Elkins, 14-0 Harding Academy with the lead. Elkins needing something to go right for them. We got Deshawn Chairs. We've got,
go ahead, but
go ahead.
If you're the Elkins head coach right now, in your offensive coordinator especially, you just got to tell your guys, hey, offensively especially, we've got everything we've needed so far. We've just got to focus here, make the plays when they're open, and we'll be fine. And a guy like Townsend, he's missed a couple tonight, but that guy's been unbelievable all year. I have no doubts in my mind he'll right the ship here and get going.
Well, you got to go back to him.
Exactly, and no one's upset more than he is right now. So I can't wait to see how they straighten out here over the next few plays or next few drives.
We got to give a shout out to the Elkins folks here before the game. They had some wonderful food that they allowed us to be a part of. We appreciate them for that. Handoff goes to Chairs. Chairs off to the left-hand side. He gets up the sideline. My goodness, he's so electric.
He put a stiff arm on number 50 of Harding Academy. That is my next page here.
So many pages of
we don't have a whole lot of room up here in the booth, so we're kind of don't have everything laid out on the table like you would imagine how the rich people do it, right? The college guys.
Right.
Don't have 50 on my roster that I can see.
Stoneing going in motion to the right-hand side. Fake.
He's got a tight end opening up, but now he's getting too much pressure to see him.
Chairs kind of breaks open.
He's going to float it to him. Oh, my, what a play from Dizzy Dean.
Nice play from Dean. Nice play from Chairs. Those are two of the very best in the state of Arkansas in the drive that they were needing something good to happen. A couple good plays, get them inside Harding Academy territory here. Elkins is driving, ball on the 40-yard line.
First thing I noticed about Deshawn Chairs when we saw him against Charleston in week 2 this year on the game of the week was his fluid hips. He's a guy that can run full speed and cut and not slow down at all, and that's a special thing.
Chairs gets up the field again, and I'm telling you, you're right on there, Duran. That's really a great call by you. Those hips, man, they're loose. He's got loose hips. And it sure does help. Got a little bit of the student section going on. Stoppage in play, 2:06 to go. Got timeout. We're going to take a quick one with them. 14-0 Harding Academy. We'll be back.
Loose lips sink ships. Loose hips might sink the Wildcats if they keep letting them loose.
Come on now. Here we go. We'll be back in a moment.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Harding Academy there breaking their huddle. Elkins breaking their huddle, and we're ready to go for some more football here. 2:06 to go here in the first quarter of action. 14-0 is your score. As Elkins is driving, ball on the 30, the 25-yard line here. First down and 10.
Got to get rid of it. Getting a lot of pressure. He's got a man wide open.
That's a touchdown right there. Dizzy Dean, 25 yards to number 3, Landon Martin.
Yep.
And the first score for the Elks. They break the ice. 14-6 here, extra point pending.
Landon Martin been big all year. He's a guy that I definitely think they should go to a lot down in the red zone. They seem to do it every time we're around them anyways. He had a big night against Charleston earlier this year. Doing it again. He was covered, and then the DB was got caught peeking in the end zone there, or back in the backfield, and he got out of there, got open.
Extra point is up, and it's good. 14-7 is your score. And we'll just let's go. Well, we can't do that right now. I was going to say let's go to our Petrus Farms. We'll get that in a moment here. We want to thank all of our sponsors. Petrus Farms is one of those guys. Locally here, we've got the Shell Station locally, the Super Stop, and Arvest Bank jumped in on us this week. We appreciate them and their support. Your support is massive to us. If you like what you see here on the Arkansas Sports Network, there's always sponsorship types open. And, basketball's coming up, and we'll be looking to do the state tournaments coming up. And I'm telling you what, right now, if you want to get your brand out, you can get it out there. 300,000 views. I didn't stutter there. 300,000 views last year on the 3A state tournament.
Yep, and this year we haven't decided where we're going to go yet, but definitely with the relationship with the AAA, excited to have another state tournament under our belts.
Absolutely. That is what we really love to do. So Harding Academy gets their opportunity again, and that offense is just so hard to stop. They're going to get an opportunity at it, and Elkins going to get their opportunity to try to stop them.
Elkins hasn't stopped them yet. Harding Academy stopped themselves time. And honestly, it was you could say the same thing about Elkins. They had stopped themselves their first 2 drives. They finally finished it off in drive number 3.
Well, the question is going to be, when you've got a guy like Owen Miller pulling the trigger there, how do you stop those guys?
It's much easier said than done.
I mean,
Owen Miller, and it's just not him. He's so good. He's so nimble back there. He can beat you with his feet or his arm. But then you got guys like Kyle Hoover he's throwing to, and Isaac Baker, and many more.
And Miller goes out to the left-hand side.
Big
he
hole.
cuts back up. He's kind of trapped in, and then he's not. Oh, my goodness.
Man.
What a play there by Owen Miller. And I'll tell you right now, his quickness is just it's hard to really gauge. He's kind of like a Matt Jones.
Yeah, well, sort of. I don't know. But
well, what I'm saying is he
right.
doesn't look
as fast
as he actually is, yes.
He's a lot. Honestly, him and Hoover resemble themselves a lot.
Oh, ball's up. It
Did
falls
they catch
right,
it?
Yeah,
I think they did.
Falls right back into his arms right there. Big break there for Harding Academy.
Hoover and him are both they're kind of like slot machines. They're quicker than fast, and they're fast as well. Don't get me wrong, but they're quicker than fast.
Right, the quickness.
Just can't catch them in a phone booth top of athletes. I mean, he put number 3 on an island a moment ago. The quarterback did. Miller getting around that edge.
You got a man deep. My goodness, so close there.
He just tried to throw him open.
Yeah.
He didn't know where it was going. He tried to get step on it. He got his hands on the ball. It was tough. Good defense, though, overall.
Isaac Baker, the intended receiver there. And, again, the weapons for Harding Academy just so hard to stop because you got so many of them. 1:12 left in the first quarter.
You hear this Elkins crowd, PA announcer trying to get them revved up. You can hear the cowbells trying to get a big stop here. They've got momentum after that touchdown. Can they get the ball back?
One of our cameras is vibrating.
Yeah, top of the booth here.
Yep.
It's the lighter camera.
Miller.
He's being
pressured. He throws down the middle.
Got
He's got a man wide open. Makes
Stops
a move.
on a dime.
Down to the 20, the 10, 5. That's a touchdown. My goodness. What a play.
15, I believe.
Another touchdown. And like I said, I don't know that we've got 15 on this Harding Academy roster.
Did you say he was switched with 82, or is that someone else you were talking about?
Well, that's the message.
Let us know now. YouTube comments.
82 says, remember, he's 15, but I think that's the kicker for Elkins.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Anyway, that's a touchdown nonetheless.
An unbelievable play.
And again,
another explosive play for Harding Academy.
Absolutely. This Harding Academy team, they have set starters after halftime quite a bit. Elkins has too.
Right.
But you can see the pressure that they put on these teams is unbelievable.
It's fun to see this dynamic matchup here today. Guys like Owen Miller just so hard to stop. I mean, he is so hard to tackle back there. And if you give him too much time, he's going to find somebody, and these receivers are going to get open.
That's it. Petrus Farms is a sponsor of us at the Arkansas Sports Network. Go visit them at www.petrusfarms.com. Sauces and salts and seasonings throughout, homegrown here in the state of Arkansas. You do not want to miss that. That's Petrus Farms here in Arkansas, www.petrusfarms.com.
Check our YouTube comments, see if we got an answer on number 15 for the Wildcats.
Jack. Is it City? Jack City?
I used to play softball in Jacked City.
Yeah.
Yep, Jack City. Okay. Number 15, Jack City.
If we said it wrong, they'll tell us in a minute how to say it.
Yeah, two I's.
Here's the kick. It's in the end zone.
Yep.
And, boy, I tell you what, they can get some kickers there at Harding Academy. Kyle Ferry is a guy that's kicking for Mississippi State right now. And he was unbelievable last year. We actually got a chance to see him kick a 55-yard field goal. And, you know, I've never seen that in high school football, and he did it with ease.
You know, it seems to – I guess does Harding Academy have a pretty good soccer program? It seems like I hear a lot of soccer scholarships and stuff in that area. Salem, Harding Academy, Searcy going to Harding play soccer.
Ball's thrown out on the flank there. Gets out to the 30-yard line. I'm sorry, the 20. Is that the 25-yard line? I apologize. That's going to be a 5-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 5. Elkins got to keep up with them offensively right now. They haven't figured out how to stop Miller and the Wildcats, and they've got to figure out a way to keep up with them. And a big play there from backside, number 55 from the back. And I'm trying to get his number here, or his name, also not on the roster. They'll let us know, won't they?
Oh, I'm sure. Number 55 for Harding Academy.
We'll get those here at the break.
Third down. This is a big drive right now in this moment in this game, down 21-7.
Dean being pressured, steps up into the pocket.
He hit on the release. It's intercepted.
It is picked.
Number 8 for Harding Academy.
Yep.
That is Trenton Hall, a 5'11", 200-pound junior linebacker.
I'll tell you right now, this is not the start that you wanted if you're an Elkins Elk fan. But if you're a Harding Academy fan, first quarter is over, and they have absolutely dominated. So we're going to go to the second quarter. 21-7, Harding Academy going to be in Elkins territory with a 14-point lead. We'll be back in just a moment.
We all love to eat. Whether discussing our daily meals or our special holidays, family gatherings, and even tailgating celebrations, Petrus Farm and Grill, located in Central Arkansas, can help elevate your experiences. Petrus Farm and Grill has over 10 great seasonings and 2 delicious barbecue sauces to choose from. Use our special blends alone or feel free to mix and match to your own delight. Find our sauces and seasonings online at petrusfarmgrill.com. There you can also find one of our great dealers in communities near you.
Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Got Sean Caldwell tuning in. Appreciate him. And he said, glad to catch up ASN. Coached against both teams over my career. Just enjoying some ball on a great network. Thank you so much. And I think we got Bill Harshaw down on the sideline.
Short field here to work, 35-yard line. Pistol formation, they're going to hand it off up the middle. Nice hit, hitting up the hole that time. Nice hard running.
Bill, give us something from the sideline, bud.
This is Mike. Just one moment, Bill. got to hold that power down for a few seconds, and then it'll pop on.
2nd down and 6 here.
Right now, Harding's getting what they want.
That's going to be enough for a 1st down there. All right, Bill, let's try one more time here, see if we can get you. Yeah, not getting signal on that side for some reason.
I'll come over.
There he is.
There you go.
Now we got you.
Oh, I think it's just pockets. That's why.
Okay, now we don't. All right, man in motion.
Miller, he's got it. 30. He pops it out to the sideline. They're going to get some positive yardage best that they can there.
Good stick there at the end, going out of bounds. That was number 34 on the tackle.
You got him?
No, I can't find my Elkins roster. There it is. That is Mason Allen, 5'8", 170-pound senior linebacker.
Handoff goes up the middle. We got a flag over here on the side. Trying to see what they call here. They're going to back up.
Yep, illegal procedure, false start.
Okay.
Owen Miller coming into this game. 3,047 passing yards on 79.6% completion percentage.
That is the most impressive part right
16.7 per reception. 41 touchdowns in this part too.
Yeah.
0 interceptions.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. The 0 interceptions is unbelievable. And really, when you think about it, again, Miller has played basically a half of football most of the game.
Yeah, I mean, 80% completion, you're talking PlayStation 2 stuff right there. I mean, we're going old school.
He's loading up. He's got a man behind the defense.
That's Hoover.
That's Hoover. They can't stop him.
He's like a vacuum down there. He just sucks everything in for a touchdown.
I'm telling you, man, we've had Harding Academy twice, and Hoover has been the man twice. Unbelievable. Touchdown Harding Academy, 27-7 here, as they have really dominated early. And I tell you, you go back, there's been 2 dropped passes that probably were touchdowns on the Elkins side. One for sure.
The other, a big explosive play, 30, 40-yard game probably. And those were big.
Kick is up. It's good. 28-7 is the score. Let's go to a quick break. We'll be back here in just a moment. You're watching 4A state semifinals right here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
It's so hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
Back here on ASN, Elkins going to get a chance to try to get themselves back into this ball game here, get within 2 scores. And, you know, the one thing about it, they get the ball in the second half. So right now they've got to figure out a way to try to keep a little bit of a pace here. Right now Harding Academy, though, been able to get the pressure on defense. Their defense has been impressive just as their offense has.
Yeah, it really has. And they really just got everything going right now. Before this game, Hoover, 60 receptions, 943 yards, and 11 touchdowns. And if you add up the totals, I know he had 78 on one play. I mean, he's well over 1,100 at this point.
Chairs was able to keep it out of the end zone. He's got a little bit of a crease here. Gets over to the 30-yard line. That was a good play for the Elks there, getting it out to the 30. So that's where they'll start here. 1st down and 10 Elkins as they're down 28-7. 10:24 left here in the first half. Again, we've got 2 MVP candidates in the backfield for Elkins. We've got the MVP candidate on the other side for Harding Academy. And we're going to be announcing finalists here at halftime. You don't want to miss it.
Yep, and Chairs on that kick return. He's a guy that they're going to have to get the ball in his hands early and often throughout the rest of this game, the rest of this quarter here.
Dean, he's looking deep. He's got a man behind.
Oh,
my
no.
goodness.
I can't believe it. The Elkins faithful can't believe it. 3 drops from a team that normally you don't see that.
My goodness, and 2 of them were touchdowns.
Yes, that was a touchdown if he can catch that in stride like it looked like it was.
Pass was intended for Landon Martin, and Martin had the touchdown earlier. But they got to shake it off here. They got to figure it out right here on this drive. Handoff goes to Chairs. Chairs gets up. He's going to get across the 35 down to about the 30. What are they going to mark that at? 37-yard line. So good gain there after the drop pass. They get their offense back on schedule. And you got to think here, I mean, honestly, they think about 4-down territory here if they don't get it. They're coming from the blitz on the outside. That's Dean. He dropped it again. And I think they've got a decision to make here. Tell you right now, the difference right now, in my opinion, is Harding Academy has played in these big type of games, and Elkins has not.
I think you're seeing that a little bit. Harding Academy is used to being here. Elkins, kind of an inaugural thing for them, and right now the nerves of Elkins have been a difference.
Massive, massive play in this ballgame. We got about a 4th down. I would say it's 3 kind of short, 3 long, 2 here.
Owen Miller, Simmons right in the middle of that defense. Going to get Chairs.
No, it's not Chairs there. That is actually
that's number 9.
No, that's Jaquay Walden there.
Yeah, good play from Walden. As he gets the first down when they had to have it. I'm telling you right now, if you don't get that first down, you give Harding Academy that ball.
Yeah,
it's not pretty.
Yeah, that was a big play there for Elkins. You know, drop passes have plagued them right now, and like you said, it's you know, Harding Academy 5 straight years at least in the semifinals, and maybe more. I know that they won 3 straight state championships and then played in the state championship last year.
Right.
So I mean, they are accustomed to it.
Lost it to Malvern all summer, during 2 days. They've been trying to get back, and they've had one goal in their mind, and that's winning the state championship.
Yep, and that was Simmons coming really untouched there. And I'm going to tell you, looking at Simmons, he is a big kid.
Yeah,
My goodness.
He's impressive.
Yeah, good-looking kid, linebacker, committed to the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Yep.
Oh, there's been a little bit of excitement that's happened lately for the Razorbacks after having such a downer on the season.
Yep.
And I know that we talked to Simmons there before the game, and he's committed to the Razorbacks. He doesn't seem to be wavering right now.
Oh, I love that play. But Harding Academy was right over it. If they can make a tackle, they can't.
Goodness.
He'll slip out a few. That's number 1, Mr.
James Townsend. That's
the brother.
The brother. Yes, it is.
He's a junior.
The brother of John Townsend. They've actually got 3 sets of brothers on the team, 2 of them, 2 sets of twins, and they all play. So that's a pretty cool stat there for the Elkins.
Yeah, it really is. Talking about Wyatt Simmons and Arkansas linebackers. If you remember Bumper Pool in high school, they're built about the same. When just talking about getting off the bus, that's how they look.
Dean, he's being pressured, flushed out of the pocket, throws it out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down here again and again. I feel like you've got a decision. You've got to go for it here. You got to find a way to score if you're Elkins. I'll tell you what, you just look at the Harding Academy team. I mean, they've just got some impressive-looking kids. And like I said, we were down there before the game. Great-looking athletes there for the Harding Academy Wildcats.
Another big 4th down.
4th down at about 3 here.
4 wide, 1 running back.
Is it?
What a snag!
We've got a flag coming in from behind here. Let's see what we've got. That is
have a hold.
Did they mark that enough for a 1st down here? So the catch was Landon Martin. He did catch the football.
It is a 1st down except for the penalty.
Okay, so let's see what they call here. We got a personal foul roughing the passer. Okay. So that's going to tack it on. And right now that's enough. Anything that Elkins could get for their favor right now is what they want. Right now they're moving down the field. It hasn't been easy, but they're being able to make it. So right now Elkins in business here. Ball on the 25-yard line.
They do get the ball first a half. Is that correct? If I remember correctly.
They get the ball in the half.
So, I mean, they can go down here and score, make it 28-14. They're back in it. It's a ball game again.
Well, they've got to figure out a way.
He's got a Skinny on the other side. He'll go up this seam, and he's going to pull it in.
Great throw.
So after we've seen 3 or 4 drops, really, the last 2 have been unbelievable catches.
That's brother to brother. In fact, twin brother to twin brother there. Dizzy Dean to Stone Dean. And that was a big catch and a great throw. He threw that ball before he broke, and he put it right where only his guy could get it.
Now, we know the story behind the name Dizzy Dean. I want to know the story behind Stone Dean.
Well, we'll have to talk to Dad about that because I really don't know. Chairs gets an option, and he is knocked down, and it looks like that's going to be a little bit of a loss there in the backfield.
Number 8, I believe, to come in there on the tackle, which is for Harding Academy, Mr. Trenton Hall. Another junior linebacker.
So second down, and it looks like about 15 there. Pretty close anyway. Second down and 15 for the Elks. Trying to look to the backside. Dean is flushed out of the pocket, finds Chairs. Chairs
nice
trying
stiff
to
arm.
break open, and he gets to the 15-yard line there. He did everything that he could.
Chairs is not a big guy. He's listed 5'7", 170. I mean, he's built kind of like you like to say, a rolling ball of butcher knives.
That's
it.
He's
low to the ground, got that Dennis Johnson, if you remember, former Razorback from Texarkana, kind of built to him.
Yep.
And but I will say he's powerful. He has a nice stiff arm. We've seen him use it a couple times already.
Yep. So third down, and it looks like, we still got about 12 to go here. Dean drops back to pass.
Chairs.
He's got Chairs over the middle again. Cross down to the 9-yard line.
A little zone it looked like there, and linebacker come up and hit him right when he was catching it, but it was just enough room. It's hard to cover him up like that.
I just don't think that field goal is enough right here, and I don't think Elkins thinks it is either. 4th down and 7. They can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. They're going to take a timeout first. 7:05 remaining here in the first half of play. 28-7 is the score. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Here we
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
Back here, 4th down, and they are going to kick it after talking it over there. So they're going to take the points, unless they've got a nice, fancy fake field goal that they're going to do here. Snap is good. The kick is up, and it looks like it is good. So Elkins takes the points there, gets 10 on the board. It is 28-10 now as we go into the second quarter, I should say. 18-point lead here for Harding Academy. Got Bill down on the sideline. Let's see if we can go down to Bill. Bill, if you can hear me, let's go down to you, and let's see if we can get you on right now. He's getting a set up here. I'll let him set up and see if he can get a sideline report. Bill is our executive producer, and we're going to see if we can get something from him. Anything from you? Oh, there we go. I got you. I don't know why we're in and out like that. Oh.
I don't know either.
Right, we're live now.
We got you, bud.
Here, number 4.
I'm down here on both sidelines.
Yeah.
It was, especially when Harding Academy was scoring earlier. Outstanding. Both sidelines have been calling for help from their players, saying, let's get back into this game. And the nerves are still a thing, Brad.
Big tackle.
Back there underneath the end zone. Down there, their nerves are certainly a thing.
Bill Harshow down there giving us a sideline report. Appreciate him and his contribution that he has here to ASN. I'll tell you right now, all these things that you see on the screen, that Bill does a great job with that, and doing a great job of keeping us looking good here. So Harding Academy now going to get their opportunity as we've got one tick under 7 minutes left in the first half of play.
Looks like they're going to little stack out here on the right side, the left of their left, our right in your screen. And they're going to break out of it.
That's McGalliard. McGalliard gets the catch. And I'll tell you, I've seen McGalliard twice, and the thing he just reminds me of Randy Moss. I don't know if it's the 88 or just the lengthy body or whatever it is. But I'm going to tell you, these weapons that are here, I mean, of course, football is a team effort. I mean, it's the ultimate team game no matter what. But, boy, when you've got a quarterback that can throw it like Miller can, and then you've got the kids that can catch the ball like Harding Academy has, you've just got something that's really hard to stop.
Yep. You got 5 athletes out there when you go 5 wide. They all are hard to beat. They're hard to stop. You know, when you get manned up on them, all those guys are so good. They can beat everybody individually. And then you've got a crisp offense. They've been running these plays all year. You could tell they practice it and practice it and practice it. When you get all those things going and you got a signal caller that can make a throw, anywhere on the field, and he can also move his feet to extend plays, it is special to see. And that's what we're seeing right now with Harding Academy.
Miller looking at the sideline, calls for his motion man.
Hoover gets it.
Hands it off, and Elkins not really fooled on that one. Just a short gain, maybe 3 on the play there. You're so used to Harding Academy getting chunk plays here. 3-yard gain, it's like, what? What just happened here,
Right. Yeah, 2nd and about 7 now. And, sometimes those are just, you got some numbers there. You know he's going to get 3 or 4 yards, and you just hand it off. So 5 wide again. McGilliard's wide open. He's waving. Hoover was open. Now quarterback's trying.
He's in trouble, though, and he's still able to kind of break out. He gets drugged down and kind of drugged down by his jersey, not necessarily a horse collar there.
No, I think he got his arm, actually.
May have.
And I was a little worried for him that he might get, a little bit extended there in that shoulder area, but it looks like he popped up just fine.
So 3rd down and long here, and this is a huge play if you're the team in the purple, but I will say that, number one, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal because they've got a great field goal kicker. And then also their high-powered offense is going to put you to the test. So if you get a stop here, they'll have to probably stop again on 4th.
Little play action out of that offset pistol. Just
got
setting
pressure.
His man up to get rid.
Oh, and that's going to be take him out. Oh, it's an interception. That is the first interception of the year against Owen Miller. No, they call it down on the ground.
No.
Holy cow.
They're calling it in the grasp.
Oh, my goodness. And I'll tell you right now, you can see 56 thought he caught it.
It was going to be, I thought it was going to be intentional grounding because he kind of worked his way back towards the tackle box. He may have still been out of it.
So they're trying to get that. Oliver Haracha, everybody wants it, but nobody's calling it. I mean, was there a receiver close in? I didn't see one there.
Well, I think the fans want the interception.
Yeah.
And they're also, like you're saying, they want the penalty there. Kick him out of field goal range.
So lining up for the kick is
a 44-yard attempt.
Thomas, the kick is up.
Wow.
And I mean right down the middle. I mean, that's nails right there. Griffin Thomas puts it in. The Harding Academy faithful over there on the across the field. Happy about it. Let's go take a 15-second break. You're watching the Arkansas Sports Network.
So hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network, and glad to have you along for this 4A semifinal. And I'll tell you right now, Harding Academy looking impressive. Elkins finally kind of gets them off the field, holds them to a 44-yard field goal. I mean,
controversial there.
That feels like a win, though, a little bit for the defense. Yeah. But with that being said, they've got to find a way to get 7 on the board.
Traded field goals, if you look at their last drive in that one, they definitely got to – they're going to have to really start scoring touchdowns early and often the rest of the way, and they got to hold Harding Academy. They've got to get 2 or 3 stops, and they basically kind of score the rest of the way.
Well, Griffin Thomas got a leg. I'll tell you, that kicking they've got there at Harding Academy is impressive when you can take a guy and send him to Mississippi State, and then you got another guy that's probably going to follow right in his footsteps and do D1 somewhere. Griffin Thomas puts it in the end zone, and we've got 5:55 to go here in the first half of play. We're getting ready to give you some finalists for the D3 Auto Sales MVP, the Blue Collar Award, the Newcomer Award, and the Coach of the Year. We're going to do that at halftime.
Owen Miller coming up to that left side. He's trying to blow through. He's getting double teamed.
Dean.
It's intercepted. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Wrong team. I was looking at it wrong.
It was a great throw.
He dropped it right over his man in zone coverage. That's kind of, I was watching defense that time, and that's what tricked my eyes. But there was a guy out there, he just hit him right behind that little zone coverage. Great job from Dizzy Dean.
Landon Martin is finding a way to get a little bit open lately. And again, drop passes have been the story of the first half for the Elkins football team. But they seem to have gotten those worked out. Handoff goes to Chairs. Chairs
nice move.
Gets out of a little bit of trouble. My goodness.
You see the cutbacks he makes back there behind the line of scrimmage, just trying to get down the line to find a space. He'll set a guy up, and then he'll do that little side cut again.
Yeah.
It's elite, folks. It really is elite. He has 36 rushing touchdowns coming into this game.
Yes.
I mean, that's elite.
And again,
Owen Miller had 41 touchdown passes. Plus, he has a bunch on the ground. But I'm just saying, when your running back is going up there with some of the top passers in the state in touchdowns, that's saying something, especially from a guy that didn't play but maybe a half most games.
Dean is in trouble again. He throws it out.
Good job.
That was a nice job there.
It's Townsend who dropped one early, couple early, came back and got that one. His quarterback was in duress. They got pressure right up the A-gap that time. Good job from Dean to get away from it, find his man, and good job from Townsend to come back to it.
So first down Elkins here. 5:08 to go here in the first half of play. Dean drops back. He's looking down the field. He's got a man. That's Martin. Puts it right on the money. And Martin is getting open now, finding his way.
Yep, that was Hoover back there ripping him down in coverage.
I'll tell you right now, Hoover and Martin, they kind of remind me of each other a little bit. And both guys doing work right here for their respective teams. First and goal now for the Elks. Dean rolling right. He's got a man in the back of the end zone. That was Martin again. And he was open, but they didn't find him that time.
It's a little too wide that time. YouTube? How many we got watching live on YouTube right now, Nate?
1014, is that right?
1014. Great job. Appreciate everybody watching live. Hit that subscribe button. Give us some comments. We'll try to give you a shout out.
Nice
get
ones.
Through there.
Be nice.
Yeah. Got pressure.
Got a man over the middle, and that one is incomplete. So, again, you get that field shrunk down. Both teams have a little bit of an issue there. And that's going to bring up third down for Elkins. Got to play it. I feel like you've got to play this as 4-down territory, but I say that. They just gave up a field goal. They could answer with the one, kind of keep it within range here.
Right. They do get the ball at first at half. So
I feel like they like Chairs' matchup here. Chairs is lined up against a linebacker one-on-one right there. I wonder if they were going to look at that matchup there. So offsides on the defense, going to shorten the field here for the Elks. So now you get it down to about the 6. Still can get a first down. Dean got a man over the middle. That's Chairs. That's a touchdown.
You talked about a little angle play.
That's it.
Just kind of come back.
And that was totally intentional right there. You got Deshawn Chairs coming into your living room right there. And that's a touchdown. And the Elkins get themselves back into this ball game, trying to make it happen here. It's been a really good performance here for Harding Academy so far. Elkins finding their sea legs a little bit, though. Kick is up.
It's good.
It's good, and that's going to bring us to 31-17, 4:35 left in the first half. We'll be back with a quick break right after this.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Elkins scoring there, making it 31-17. You got the student section doing their thing right now. They're excited here at Elkins. And 4:35 remaining here, and you feel like Elkins got to find a way, maybe try to get a pick, something to go right for them, because right now Harding Academy has been hard to stop.
I'm impressed. You've got a lot of athletes back there from Harding Academy on these kick returns. I've been really impressed from Elkins' kickoff coverage. Done a good job getting the men down on the ground.
So first down, Harding Academy here. We got 4:29 left here in the first half of play. Hopefully this has been what you thought it would be. Been a fun one. We've still got a lot of football left. I can tell you right now, there's going to be something happen here that I feel like you're probably going to have a ball game going into the fourth quarter. We'll see what happens, but maybe I'm wrong. Miller has a man wide open, and I mean, my goodness, right there. Big number 15 for Elkins is Carson Rico coming out of nowhere. He has flashed so far.
We've said his name
here
multiple
in
times
this first
tonight.
half.
5'6", 130, if that's right.
You know, I think he's probably grown some. Just maybe I'm wrong. He looks a little bigger than that out there, but he's playing bigger, that's for sure.
Yeah, he is.
He's saying, why didn't you put me in that Newcomer of the Year award? Motion man comes from right to left.
He's looking Rico Suave right now.
Miller throws one. He's got Hoover behind the defense. He's behind
everybody. What you can't do is let Hoover behind you.
My goodness, look at him. You talk about Chairs hips. Look at these hips.
Drew Morgan over here on the offense for Elkins is like, man, that looks like me out there running that slot. Unbelievable.
He's just tough to guard, man. They put so much pressure on you.
They do. And when you got a guy like Owen that can just extend plays, how do you cover a guy like Kyle Hoover for more than 3 seconds? You know, you can't cover him for 3 seconds, hardly. You definitely can't for 5 or 6.
And I think
I love this offset pistol they run.
Love the pistol out. You know, the running game out of the shotgun needs more pistol, I think. And Harding Academy does a good job of taking advantage of that. Carrying the ball is Trent Hall. Is that right? Was he the last ball carrier there?
I didn't see the number. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he is in the ball game right now, running back.
Going 4 wide again.
Miller looking at the sideline. They get back into the pistol. It goes up the middle again. That time it's stuffed.
Yep. Got about a yard or 2 maybe. Looks like a yard. Third and about 3, a long 3.
We've been up and down this field so much. Old Bill down there on the sideline camera's getting some exercise.
Yeah, he's staying warm though, I think.
I guarantee you he is.
Chilly
he
out
was
there,
already
42 and windy.
He was already layered up as it was. A little mist falling at times here in this ball game.
He's got that beard to keep him warm too. Works like a, what do you call him, a scarf. switch.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely.
The empty set this time.
Miller's in trouble. He's got a man in the back of the end
Oh,
zone.
deflected.
Deflected.
It was
Townsend.
caught way out of bounds.
Townsend, my goodness, what a play by Townsend.
This year, Townsend's been a no-fly zone. We have him down as 7 interceptions coming into this game.
And we got another field goal, so Elkins doing last two
touchdowns for field
possessions.
goals, you'll take it. If let's just say this is successful, it'll be 34-17, but they got 2 minutes. Probably, well, a little under. They'll have about a minute 52 maybe after this kick to go back down the field, and then they will get the ball at halftime. So, I mean, Elkins has a window here to get back into this ball game and get right in, even get it tied up or take a lead.
Here's the kick. It's up. And is there any
good.
doubt about that?
So now, if they can get back-to-back possession touchdowns, they'll still be trailing, but it'll be a really tight game.
I'll tell you right now, this kid is impressive kicking the football. My goodness.
34-17, Harding Academy.
I'll tell you right now, this game may come down to these last 2 minutes of this game right now, because Elkins could find their way in the end zone and then get the ball back. Then they could get right back into it. Not to say that they can't, but I'm just saying this is a great opportunity for them.
Yeah. They've done a much better job over the last 7-8 minutes here of the second quarter. And they have a chance here, but they still got to go do it right now.
And they got to do it against a stiff Harding Academy defense. I mean, they're not doing this on their own. I mean, the Harding Academy has something to say about it. You know what I mean? I mean, Elkins has scored 700 points this year, over 700 points coming into this ball game. And not too many times, and I would say probably zero, have they had any halftime scores of 17.
And kick another one through the back of the end zone. That landed a football past the K in Elkins.
Almost.
About 108 yards deep.
Almost just completely out there. So here we go. Big drive here with 1:57 to play. Close-up camera, don't get tired on me there at the top. There you go. Don't get tired on me.
Dean, he's looking
down the field.
That's pass interference, big time.
Smart play, though.
Yeah, it was, because that would have been a bigger play if he'd have caught it.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there, and that was a smart play there by the defensive back. Hey, we'll take her 15 and go.
Yeah, he was close enough to tackle him.
Yeah,
I think he just didn't want him to catch it and get 50 yards instead of 15.
So that's 15 right there, and so
that's a quick play that doesn't take much time off the clock. Stops at we got 151. Is that right, Nate? Good job on the clock there, producer.
Our young
I can't
producer,
see the scoreboard really from
with
where
all
I'm at.
that hair, man. He's got all that good hair. I'm so jealous of him.
Keep producing. You won't have as much. 4 wide. You got Chairs in the backfield.
Keep hanging out with us before a game, and you won't have as much. My goodness. Dean is hit as he throws.
A little high. Can't pull it in.
Ball was intended for Townsend, but I think the contact is what kind of threw that off. So second down here for Elkins. Ball on the 35. And as you said, still plenty of time left here in the first half of play as Dean looks to the sideline.
I want to see Elkins continue to use Chairs, running the ball, and getting him open, getting him some passing routes. He's going to leak out right here. It is.
Little.
But, is that Wyatt Simmons? Is that number 10? I think it was.
No.
Let's see. Is that 30?
50.
Oh, 50. Yeah, we don't have his number, I don't believe. He made a big play earlier in the game.
Let me look here. Too many pieces of paper to look through here.
Yeah, we don't have them.
Yep.
Was that Jack City that we were talking about earlier that we asked for in the
15,
comments? That was 15.
Yeah.
50, we didn't get an answer right off the bat. It may be on there now, though.
I love these Scorebook Live rosters, man. Love them. Dean got a man over the middle, and he throws to the outside. That's right. That's Townsend. He takes a big hit right there.
He was sandwiched. It looked like Steve Atwater and company taking down a Longhorn back in the late 80s at War Memorial Stadium. But he holds on for the big first down.
Townsend, he pops back up. So big first down there for Elkins as clock is running. 1 minute to go and counting. Dean looking down the
get
field.
rid of it.
He's flushed out of the pocket.
Yeah,
He's
good
got
job stepping up, wide open.
That is Landon Martin, and that is another touchdown right there. And Elkins just put themselves right back into this ball game. The only thing is they may have left too much time on the clock.
That's true. But right now,
46.
Harding Academy, you ain't got time to take a breath. This Elkins offense is for real, and they have made this a ball game again right now.
Fun game here, y'all. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you're sharing it out with your friends. 34-23 PAT pending.
You know, we thought we'd have a lot of points in this game. Right now, we've got 57, trying to make it 58 and counting, and we're still in the first half.
The kick is up, and it is good, and that makes it 34-24. Elkins getting back into the ball game. Energy on the sideline there in purple, and we've got 40
Great shot from our Bill Harshaw.
47 seconds to go here, and like I said, the only thing is now you got 47 seconds of your Harding Academy 2 timeouts. They've already shown they don't need that much.
No, that's true, and that's big because that takes a little momentum. If they can go down and score, it would really hurt an Elkins team that's waiting to get that ball back.
Let's just say this right now. It don't matter who wins this ball game. Whoever wins this ball game tonight is going to be hard to beat next week at War Memorial Stadium.
It's going to be the winner of Warren and Rivercrest, who are also battling it out right now.
4A,
that's going to be a great one.
4A this year was really good this year, really deep.
When you've got teams like Arkadelphia and Malvern not making the top 4, and they were good teams this year, you know you got a deep conference.
Big time play here in the 4A. We're glad to be here for this 4A semifinal. Kick is deep.
Right about the 4.
It's fielded, and it comes out to the 15
Good
to the
defense.
20, and ball is out of bounds. And
About the 19.
Yep, and we're going to get a Harding Academy possession here. What a fun ball game. And unfortunately, because of how we've set up, we haven't had a chance to keep stats. Maybe we can track some down at halftime. We usually keep stats, but tonight we weren't able to do that. Jim, make sure you pan to the right, buddy.
There we go. Thank you, Jim.
He's in trouble. He's being flushed out of the pocket. Just gets it out.
Yeah, got rid of it. You say that a lot. Rarely is he actually in trouble. You know, he starts to look that way, and he uses those nimble feet to get his way out of it, and throws it away. Saves his team a loss of yardage.
So quick. I mean, there's just not a lot more to say, I should say, about this kid, Miller. He is unbelievable.
Got him listed at, trying to find that roster, 6'1", 170. And I honestly think he could be a Division I wide receiver.
Yeah.
He might could play as quarterback. I mean, he's showing me a lot of things. Like, oh, that might be a fumble. They're calling. No, they're saying down.
Calling it incomplete right there, and Hoover's slow to get up.
Yeah, and that's a key person on this Harding Academy team, offensively and defensively.
Yep.
If he's slowed down a little bit, it looks like he's walking around pretty well, but he definitely took a pop right there on the thigh pad. Ain't it crazy nowadays? They don't even wear knee pads anymore.
I feel like momentum might be shifting a little bit. Might be. We'll see.
So third down. Look how far back Chairs is on this third down. I mean, they're playing a deep safety, cover one over the top here.
Nice crowd shot there.
If they can get someone in space underneath, or Miller can maybe escape the pocket, they might have
Miller's
some room.
got a man, and his ball is dropped.
Yep, a little bit late, a little behind them.
This Elkins crowd is excited. Cowbells are ringing.
And, I mean, they're going to have, after this punt, you know, that might direction it out of bounds. I'm not sure, but probably have about 15 seconds or so when they get the ball back here. Do you sell out right now, Brad, if it's you, for a punt block, or you just set up a good return?
What time we got? 21 seconds to go. I don't know. You might. You
got
sell
Chairs
out.
back there. I think they'll angle it out of bounds. I'll be surprised if they try to kick this to Chairs. Fourth and 10, so there's no chance of getting them to jump off sides, and getting a first down out of it. At least not the first time. We got a timeout.
Timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. 21 seconds to go. This game's getting interesting. 34-24 is the score. We'll be back in just a moment.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Great shot of the Elkins band over there. And we've got a punt here, and I'll tell you, man, Elkins got 2 timeouts, 21 seconds to go, and, maybe good field position here. I don't know. This punter can boom, I can tell you. So let's see what happens here.
I'm telling you, you don't want to boom one to Deshawn Chairs.
Yeah, you don't want to outkick your coverage, that's for sure.
He's
ball on the ground, and it's going to bounce.
He'll let
the
it.
way of Harding Academy, and 17 seconds to go, 16, 15, 14, 13. I'm having to watch our clock on the screen because I can't even see the game clock. So, and we got 13 seconds to go. What do you do here, Duran? Do you take a shot?
I might try to run some type of a little screen action to Chairs, maybe a middle screen, and see if we can get 15, 20 yards here. And then at that point, I'm taking a shot if you still got some time left. But, another thing is when they go 5 wide, they've had guys running open down the middle of the field multiple times tonight, some skinny post. So, that may be something else you want to look at right here. But, yeah, I take a shot. I really do here. The offense has been potent enough. They've got guys open enough that I think it's worth it.
You know who would take a shot in this situation, right? Bobby Petrino.
He likes 4th and 1 to go long, Yeah, definitely. Razorback Nation's been really electrified this week, football-wise, with the hire of Bobby Petrino. Of course, not everybody's going to like him, but I think about 90% of folks are really excited about the potential.
we ran a poll on Arkansas Sports Network, and that's exactly what it was. It was 90% in favor, it seemed like.
Yeah, and, I think that'll continue to grow a little bit. That initial thing, there's always a few people that it don't matter who you hire. You could hire Vince Lombardi and they're going to have something negative to say. But I think, which I would too if they hired him as an offensive coordinator.
But Vince is dead, so I'd really be upset with that one.
But anyway, so here we go. We got the shot.
So Dean rolls out to the right. He's got Martin again.
Trying to get out of bounds. He will. About the 42.
So... we got 8 seconds now to go here in the first half of play. Probably got 2 shots here if you want. I think they might be trying to set up for a Hail Mary right here, maybe. I don't know. Nice shot up there by Aaron Powers. Appreciate Aaron, what he has done here today. Dean drops back. He's got a man in his face. It is deflected.
That's dangerous. And when your coach sees something like that fluttering ball, falling to the turf there, that could have been picked off though. Probably won't be shocked if I see him hand it off.
Well, there ain't much you can do now. Unless they feel good enough to throw it. What'll end up being about 70 yards in the air. And I know Dean's got a pretty good arm. I'm not sure he's got that good of an arm, though.
You give your chance a time for a strip sack and that kind of situation, too. I don't see him doing that. I think he'll get it out quick.
And he's being flushed from behind, and he's going to take a sack right there. And that's going to be the end of the first half. So Elkins falls down early. Harding Academy shows they're just an unbelievable offense. And the 2 teams are battling it out. We've got a 34-24 ball game here. Like I said, we want you to stay tuned. We've got D3 Auto Sales finalists that we are about to give you. Let's go to the promo first. Let's run a couple commercials, and then we'll go to those finalists. You're watching the Arkansas Sports Network coverage of the 4A state semifinals right here. One way that you can see a kid play, and that's the whole point of what we do, is to allow kids to be seen through the Arkansas Sports Network. We don't do highlight tapes, we do full games. And so you can see any kid that you want to just by watching us.
No, I thought you guys, matter of fact, that's funny because for me, like I couldn't get out and go to the state tournaments because we were playing. And I actually got to watch a lot of the games through y'all's network.
Oh, well, thank you.
To watch, and the kids we were recruiting, we just signed the Jaron Burrow kid from Manila.
Yeah.
You know, and just watching, we got to watch his games through the state tournament and seeing him play that we wouldn't have been able to go watch.
Tommy Reddick right now playing with onions. Burrow for three. He's back at him. This is fun, ain't it? It's a privilege, boys, to be up here calling these games.
Number one, thank you guys for what you're doing here.
Oh, I appreciate it.
We were watching at home last night. I hope you guys know what you're doing here matters. And you guys have been one of the stories of the postseason is the job you're doing here.
And we've got Bree McCarty on the line here. Congratulations, Bree. Bree, tell us a little bit about how you feel about winning the Arkansas Sports Network and D3 Auto Sales Arkansas Girls High School MVP.
Well, I'm definitely honored. I'm really excited about it.
On this front line. Rodriguez, he's going to set up Maddie Smith. He goes across the court. The libero's there. That's that freshman setting up Welch. Was it in? I think it was. Nope, it's out.
They're calling a tap, though.
Oh, there's a miscommunication.
Rolling out the pass. He throws it, and that King comes underneath it. He intercepts it. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20, the 10, and he's going to be brought down from behind. And I'll tell you what, Luke King is showing.
What's up, everybody? This is Dare Saul, owner and general manager of D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, Arkansas, and we are a proud sponsor of Arkansas Sports Network. Arkansas Sports Network has been so great to the communities and small towns of Arkansas and high school sports. They are on their way to be the biggest thing in high school sports, and we're proud to be a sponsor.
We all love to eat. Whether discussing our daily meals or our special holidays, family gatherings, and even tailgating celebrations, Petrus Farm and Grill, located in Central Arkansas, can help elevate your experiences. Petrus Farm and Grill has over 10 great seasonings and 2 delicious barbecue sauces to choose from. Use our special blends alone or feel free to mix and match to your own delight. Find our sauces and seasonings online at petrusfarmgrill.com. There you can also find one of our great dealers in communities near you.
Hello, welcome in to our awards finalist announcement. I'm Brad Caldwell. You've been watching the Harding Academy and Elkins 4A semifinal game. We hope that you have enjoyed that ball game. We have been excited to be here at Elkins this week as we're getting ready for this ball game. And, man, it's been a great year here on the Arkansas Sports Network. We've set records as far as our reach, as far as our viewership. It just continues to grow, and we are glad that you are taking in what we are doing. We could not do this without you. We couldn't do this without you watching. We couldn't do this without you supporting what we do. And so we are appreciative of you, and we want to never lose sight of that, and we hope that you do not either. This year we are doing 4 awards, and we're excited to be bringing you those awards. Of course, you're familiar with the MVP award. That is kind of like our Heisman Trophy. At least we look at it that way. That's for the best player in the state of Arkansas. The one that had the best year, not necessarily the highest recruited player, but the one that had the best year in the state of Arkansas. Then we have our Newcomer Year of the Year award brought to you by Heirloom Legal. That was supposed to be a freshman or sophomore playing their first year of varsity football. We're going to make sure that we vet that a little bit as we go. We will announce those finalists here just shortly. Coach of the Year is brought to you by Tyson Valley Distribution Center. They have been a great supporter of us as we have started here 4 years ago. Tyson has always been with us, as you can see, actually. Right here, I've got my Russellville Sports Network shirt on. That's where we started, was Russellville, and we actually started with the Pottsville Apaches. We still have their live stream and have a great rapport with that school, so we appreciate them. The Blue Collar of the Year award brought to you by the Arkansas Tech University. We appreciate them as well for being a proud supporter of what we do. Without further ado, we are going to go ahead and start with our Newcomer of the Year finalist. Brought to you by Heirloom Legal of Atkins. Make sure if you need a lawyer for estate planning or if you need something for Medicare or Medicaid, make sure you call Leah Jacobs over there at Heirloom Legal. And we are going to go ahead and announce these awards here. As you can see, we've got a great list of kids. Braden Simpson of Southside. Amani Wren, of Newport. Jackson Denton of Warren. We've got Easton Platt of Bigelow, Daxton Horton of Bentonville, Corey Graham of DeWitt, TJ Hodges of Mark Tree, Zacharian Lawson of Lafayette County, Jaden Young of Rivercrest, Preston Hughes of Bismarck, Kane Price of Stuttgart, and Brady Pinister of Junction City. Now, all of these guys have had really, really good years this year, and man, we're excited for those guys as they have been putting up great numbers as young players for their teams, and man, we could not be more happy to be able to give those guys an award. We'll be vetting that one very soon and making sure that we get the right guy here, but those are your finalists here for the Newcomer of the Year award, brought to you by Heirloom Legal. We're going to move on to the Coach of the Year, and that one has been one that has been very, very opinionated. We'll say that. When you love your coach, you love your coach. When you don't love him, you don't love him. That seems to be the case, at least with the Razorbacks. But here in high school, maybe a little bit less because it's a little bit different than on that level. But, man, we're glad to be able to bring you the Coach of the Year that's brought to you by Tyson Valley Distribution Center. As I said before, Tyson Valley Distribution Center has been a great supporter of us, and we want to say thank you to them as we go into our announcement here. These are your Coach of the Year finalists, brought to you by Tyson Valley Distribution Center here in Russellville. So you got Luke Starks of Bigelow, Brandon Powell of East Poinsett County, David Hendricks, he has already won a state championship at Rector, Chris Young of Greenwood. Chris Young is playing currently right now for a state championship in the 6A. You got Casey Dick of Fayetteville, Whit Overton of Mansfield. Mansfield making their first ever state semifinal appearance. We were able to see them take on Boonville. Boonville, speaking of those guys, Doc Crowley of Boonville is one of our guys, and Steve Keener. Those two are facing off currently right now, and I'm sure that we're being able to give you scores for that one. We've got Tommy Cody of DeWitt, Brian Glass of Prescott, Brad Cheshire of Murfreesboro. He has resurrected that program down there, along with Johnny Fleming of Rivercrest. Those are your Coach of the Year finalists here on the Arkansas Sports Network. We appreciate those guys, and we appreciate you and putting your opinion out there. We are just grateful that you are interested enough in what we do to be able to be so strongly opinionated, and that's all right. Moving on, we've got the Blue Collar Player of the Year, brought to you by Arkansas Tech University. Arkansas Tech University. I am a graduate of Arkansas Tech University, along with the University of Arkansas Monticello. But I am a graduate here of ATU. Cannot be more happy with being a part of them. We got some more stuff that we're going to announce with them as well coming up very shortly, and I think you're going to want to be a part of that. The Arkansas Sports Network is growing. We're growing fast. There's going to be a lot of announcements between now and the time that we announce our award winners, which we will have a live stream for that, so you don't want to miss that. Let's get to our Blue Collar Player of the Year finalists here, and these are the type of kids that maybe doesn't get the recognition that they deserve. These are guys that we concentrated on, seniors, guys that were very, very effective on the field, but probably playing their last football. So here you go. This is the Blue Collar Player of the Year Award, brought to you by Arkansas Tech University. And as you see right here, you got Cash Flanagan of Des Arc. We got Brant Stevens of Murfreesboro, Brady Cook of Subiaco Academy, Peter Waite of Hector, Garrett Oliver of Bauxite, Luke Petrus of Carlisle, Drew Henderson of Rector, John Watson of Wynn, Peyton Pesher of Van Buren, Carter Alexander of Bigelow, Isaac Wallace of Southside, and Haven Adams of Camden Fairview. Those guys are the guys that put their hard hat on every day and come to work ready to play football. And, man, I'll tell you right now, I was that type of player when I played high school sports. And so that one's a little bit near and dear to my heart. I actually won that award in basketball, believe it or not. Looking at me, I don't look like much of a basketball player. But back in the day, I could throw it through the hoop a little bit. But anyway, that being said, I won that award twice at Mountainburg, and I'm glad to be able to give that award for who is probably, the statewide blue-collar player of the year. And finally, probably the one that most of you have been waiting for, the MVP finalist here, brought to you by D3 Auto Sales. We cannot thank D3 Auto Sales enough for their support of us. They have been the top supporter of Arkansas Sports Network over the last couple years. Them and Tyson Valley Distribution Center, we are appreciative of everybody. But those guys have really stuck it out for us, and we appreciate them. And I hope that when you are buying a used car, that you are giving the largest independent auto sales in the state of Arkansas an opportunity to buy a car from you. So, with that being said, and without further ado, we are going to announce our D3 Auto Sales MVP award list right here, right now. Owen Miller of Harding Academy and Dizzy Dean of Elkins. Both of those guys are playing right now, along with Deshawn Chairs of Elkins. Jalen Dupree may have been the top back of the last 2 years in the state of Arkansas. He of Malvern. He is also on this list. Drake Lindsay of Fayetteville, big-time quarterback there. Grayson Wilson, also of a quarterback of CAC, unbelievable player there at CAC. He's just a junior. Kane Archer of Greenwood, Braden Long of Harrison, Dennis Gaines, his second year in a row of making the finalist list, along with Dax Goff. Excuse me. We got Kobe Turner of Rivercrest and Heath Balance of Glenrose. And the surprise for you was that we actually named two from the fan vote list, and those two made the fan vote list. That list was so close, and that vote was so close, that we decided to go ahead and name two instead of one. So congratulations to Kobe Turner of Rivercrest, Heath Balance of Glenrose for winning the fan vote and being a part of our D3 Auto Sales finalist list. We will have a fan vote for that as far as you can get a vote in this. We're going to have voters from around the state that will vote for the MVP award, along with our other players of the year as well, blue collar coach of the year, and newcomer of the year. So anyway, we want to say thank you for watching us here at halftime of the Elkins and Harding Academy 4A state semifinal. It has been a great time to bring you this award list, and we're glad to have you along. And again, make sure you stay tuned here for second half action as the Elkins Elks take on the Harding Academy Wildcats. And we will be back here in just a moment with more of the 4A state semifinal right after this. And I'm telling you, there's some massive numbers being put up here on the offensive side of the ball today as big time play here on the 4A semifinal. And I'll tell you, Duran, I'll tell you right now, as somebody on the Arkansas Sports Network, I do not care who wins this ball game. Right. All I care about is a good game, and we're getting one right now.
They really are.
As we've got two teams that are fantastic, and by the way, I don't know if you heard some of the scores. Rivercrest leads Warren right now 14-0. I believe that was in the third. Greenwood was leading Little Rock Christian 21-9.
Okay.
Boonville was leading Glenrose, which is a big-time ball game down there.
Yes.
20-14. Right?
Close one, okay.
20-14. So
what I expected.
Yeah, and then Mansfield was trailing Prescott, I believe, 21-7. So great games all over the state of Arkansas tonight, and this is one. And we've been at some offensive ball games. I'm not sure that we've been at one that has been quite this offensive.
Right. You got 594 yards of offense at halftime combined.
No.
No, that's passing yards. That's just passing yards.
Yeah.
I was looking at the wrong line there.
Yeah.
So you got about
over 700 yards of offense.
37 yards of total offense at halftime. We're in a treat. We're probably going to hit somewhere around 1,200 or more in this game.
And, Owen Miller's been fantastic, 364 yards passing. Dizzy Dean has done his job, too, at 230 through the air.
3 touchdowns that are dropped.
Yeah.
He might have right there with him, maybe another 100.
So, man, it's two high-level teams, best two teams we've seen all year. We got a chance to see Boonville this year. That was probably one of our better teams. Parkview.
Right. Well, I thought you were just talking 4A. Yeah,
right.
Definitely in 4A. Rivercrest Warren, we haven't done a game of those this year, football-wise. So we have done Glenrose and Heath Balance. Definitely a fun one to watch down there, and they're having a good game right now. 6-point game with Boonville. So we did Boonville last year. Which game? I missed a game. Was it Mansfield-Charleston that I missed? Or was it Mansfield-Boonville?
It was Mansfield-Boonville that you missed.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've done Boonville as well this year.
And Dax Goff,
right.
He was our baseball MVP award winner last year. And we got 3 finalists. How cool is that? We got 3 finalists here on this field tonight between Deshawn Chairs, Dizzy Dean, and Owen Miller. I mean, that is high-level stuff, and we're seeing that on the field right now.
Yeah, we really are. It's been a great one. Just really fun to see how these teams work, how quick they work. And then there's all the different things they throw at you. Loving the pistol that Harding Academy runs. And then Elkins, Dean just sits back there. He gets rid of the ball. He puts it on a dime. I mean, he's an extremely accurate quarterback. Really, it's fun to see how this is matching up. Of course, you got Chairs as well in that backfield for Elkins. And that guy really does. He's not got the biggest stature, about 5'7", 170 is what he's listed. But he has elite hips, and the way he runs and can just cut on a dime and accelerate. It's like he never slows down when he cuts, and that's just crazy to watch.
And we want to say thanks to the guys at Harding Academy, the broadcasters there, for helping us out with our stats tonight. Appreciate those guys. 17 first downs for Elkins, 15 for Harding Academy. You got 11 passing first downs, 12 passing first downs for Elkins, 11 for Harding Academy. Let's see here. 42 total plays for Harding Academy, 41. 10.6 yards per play is for Harding Academy tonight. That is incredible. Against a defense, like I said, that had not given up just over 100 points. That's unreal there. So, man, I tell you right now, and then you look here, you've got Miller, he's thrown for 360. Kyler Hoover threw a touchdown to Miller for 4 yards in the first half. Dizzy Dean, 3 touchdown passes, 230. 21 of 32 so far. Hoover, he's had 1 carry for 3 yards. Owen Miller, 6 for 25. Isaac Baker, 7 for 48. No touchdowns on the ground. Dean is 1 for 4. And Deshawn Chairs, 8 for 63, 7.9 a carry. Maybe you show him the ball a little bit more in the second half, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I'll tell you right now, and then you got Coach Watson on the finalists of their Coach of the Year. Coach Neil Evans could have been there as well. I mean, my gosh, there's so many good coaches around the state of Arkansas that was probably one of the toughest lists that we had coming up. Between it and the newcomer list, for sure.
You want all these coaches that are still playing right now, still coaching, you want to put all of them on your list, I mean, because they deserve it. But then you got all these coaches that also took over a program last year that was maybe not where
not doing too well, and now they turn around. Cheshire, a guy from Murfreesboro, one that comes to mind when I talk that way. Cody over at DeWitt, another guy in that kind of situation. So you gotta remember those guys as well when you talk Coach of the Year. So, like you said, definitely a hard one. I'll say newcomer of the year, and I had a big hand in that one. To me, that was the toughest.
That was a tough
overall.
one. That was a tough one.
There's so many guys. There's so many freshmen and sophomores that have like, and I'd like to name a few of them right now because I feel bad about. Well, have we already? You did show those there on the interview. Like guys like Buda Harris of Rivercrest. We had to leave him off the list, but 600-something yards receiving, and of course he's playing tonight, as well.
Yeah.
Didn't make the finalists, but there's so many guys like that even had bigger numbers. That you're like, well, he's definitely in. Is what I was thinking early on, and then as you kind of cut it down, you're like, well, I got to take him out because this guy's got 1,500 yards. This guy's got 1,000. This guy's got 91 tackles and 21 tackles for loss. And just a lot of fun, though, overall. We hope everybody's enjoying those and trying to get these kids around the state of Arkansas some recognition. Like you said in that blue collar award, you won that in high school in basketball, a couple times. And just things like that, guys remember forever. You, of course, remember it, and that's partially why you helped make that list this season.
Yes, that was something that's near and dear to my heart, the blue collar player of the year. I
couldn't get MVP, so
no, that's right. That's right.
I mean,
I had two All-State teammates, and I was not the MVP. That was
one
for
of them
sure.
was my cousin the year before.
Yeah,
I don't know if he was All-State still at that point, but he kind of went away from basketball and came back. But yeah, we really enjoy putting those lists together and bringing some exposure to these kids around the state of Arkansas. That there's so much great football in the state of Arkansas, and of course. We also do this in basketball and throughout the season. So just a lot of fun. That's what we're here to do. And,
well, that's what we're here for. I mean, really, when you talk about us and who we are, we're just a bunch of guys that like to watch high school football across the state, high school basketball as well. And, 3 years later, we got 70,000 followers on our social media. And we've got people that sponsor us, and we appreciate each and every one of you that watch and sponsor. And, again, I say this sincerely, we could not do it without you.
That is correct.
Yes, we could not do it without you. And I hope that this time next year we look back and say, holy cow, we continue to grow, And hopefully we've got some announcements that we're going to make very soon that I think is going to talk about the future of what we're doing, along with the D3 Auto Sales MVP and the Blue Collar Award. And I forget about all these ones, how they're sponsored. I think Newcomer of the Year was Heirloom Legal. ATU had the Blue Collar Award, and Coach of the Year was Tyson Valley Distribution Center. So anyway, but we've got basketball awards that we will hand out. We handed out an MVP in basketball last year.
Yep.
And so we'll do that again this year. Baseball and softball as well. I mean, we're all over it, man. So anyway, we're going to take a break. We come back. We got second half action. You've got a 34-24 ball game. And we'll be back here in just a moment. You're watching the 4A state semifinals on ASN.
We all love to eat, whether discussing our daily meals or our special holidays, family gatherings, and even tailgating celebrations. Petra's Farm and Grill, located in Central Arkansas, can help elevate your experiences. Petra's Farm and Grill has over 10 great seasonings and 2 delicious barbecue sauces to choose from. Use our special blends alone, or feel free to mix and match to your own delight. Find our sauces and seasonings online at petrasfarmgrill.com. There you can also find one of our great dealers in communities near you.
It's so hot, you're gonna think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not gonna believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
It's at least the 15th time that kid's come through.
I know. All right, we're back here. As you see, we're ready for second half action. Are all our cameras manned right now? I hope so. Yeah, I think we got one moving now. So here we go. We're ready to go. Second half action here, live from Elkins, 4A state semifinal. The winner of this one gets to War Memorial. And, like I said in the first half, we felt like Elkins might have seized a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, they definitely
went in, and as they went into halftime. We'll see if they can continue that. They really need to be able to score here on this first possession, just because when you go up 446 yards in the first half of play, obviously it's going to be tough to stop them. So, stops are going to be at a premium all night long. Kick is up. It's in the end zone. Automatic touchback, almost out of bounds. Not quite. I'm just waiting for him to clear that white line. And we're ready to go here. First down and 10 for the Elkins Elks, and they're trying to get themselves back into this ball game here on this possession. Trying to get within one possession. That's always the key.
Yeah, it's big having this ball first here coming out of the second half. 10-point game. They've closed the gap. They were down as much as 28-7 earlier, so much better job since then. But right now they've got a formidable defense in front of them. Let's see what they can do.
Dean has his brother in the middle of the
broke
field.
a tackle.
Yes, he did. Broke a tackle. Got all the way down to the 44-yard line. And so that was a good play to start the second half here for the Elkins Elks. Dizzy Dean to his twin brother Stone.
Yeah. Stones look good tonight. We looked good earlier this year. We covered them against Charleston, and kind of was looking at his stats this year. I was expecting to see more. He's so good around in the red zone area, especially.
Quarterback draw action.
Yeah. Willing runner is Dizzy Dean. What's that, 5 yards on first down? You'll take that all day.
About 4 there, probably, something like that. So first down, second down, and 6 here. If you hadn't shared this out with your friends, let them know you're watching this one of the best games in the state of Arkansas. I can guarantee you 2 of the highest powered offenses playing right now.
It's so hard to see that second stick over there tonight.
It is.
You notice that?
Yeah. Dean throws across his body a little bit there, but he finds him.
Telling you, the middle has been open, and there's been some traffic over the middle, defensively as well, and they seem to keep finding little pockets of space there to get their guys open. He's throwing back across his body on that type of throw. Those are tough. If you can get away with it, it's you make big plays, big first downs, but you got to be careful doing that over and over.
Dean was the H-back. He hands it off to Chairs. Chairs gets around the end.
Look at him.
Breaks out. He's at the 30, the 20, and he's not going to quite get to the end zone, but big run there for Deshawn Chairs.
Fresh legs right there, showing off right out of halftime.
Big
time.
time.
He's like lightning in a bottle. You can't catch him. He's like a greased pig out there.
Yeah, good player. Great player there for the Elkins Elks. Elkins driving now in the red zone.
Same play.
They hand it off to Chairs. Little counter play again. Harding Academy's ready for it. He gets down to the 15-yard line, though. About 3 on the carry, maybe 4. And so that's going to bring up second down. And let me check it out here. Oh, yeah, it's really more like 2 by the time it was all said and done. So second down at 8. Chairs gets it again. And he breaks. Somehow he's getting through some tackles here. He's making 2 and 3 yard runs look pretty there, but they are just 2 and 3 yard runs. So third down and 6 here.
Okay, so 4 wide. Chairs the running back and got a timeout. It looks like. What do we got?
Stoppage and play. Reset the play clock there.
Elkins can finish this off here. It's a great start to this second half for them. Big play right here on third down.
Elkins
Stone in the slot.
Yep. Looking back at the sideline again, trying to get the play. Chairs motions out. Dean drops back. He's got Chairs over the middle, and there's Simmons on the coverage there.
Hit right on time that time. Can't hold on. Can bring up a big 4th down. Big decision to make here. 4th and about 6.
I figure they're going to send the kicking team out. That's what they do here. So the kicking team will come out. Kicking for Elkins is Dawson Malice. Malice, I believe, is just a sophomore. Kick is up. And it goes through the uprights. It's good. So that's going to be get Elkins within a touchdown here at 34-24. We're going to go to a quick break. I'm sorry, 34-27. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
We're back here on the Arkansas Sports Network coverage of the 4A state semifinal. Dawson Malice kicking for Elkins. Kicks it kind of a sky kick.
Good kick down to the 10.
And Elkins going to be able to bring Hoover down just across the 20-yard line. So that's where we'll begin.
Elkins has been impressive in kickoff coverage, because you're kicking to guys like Kyler Hoover back there that really are dynamic with the football in their hands and open space. And
I mean,
they haven't let no one get open.
This whole Harding Academy team, again, I just tried to ask, how do you guard them? I don't know. I don't know how you guard them. You just try to get a win here and a win there and hope it's enough at the end of the game to be on a win on the scoreboard.
Looks like a cover 2 defense this time from Elkins. Got safeties over the top, man-to-man on the corners. You've actually – might be a cover 3. I didn't see that.
Miller, goodness gracious, look at the spin move right there. And, boy, he came down hard on that turf
he got popped
there.
a little bit there.
Well, you worry about that back of that head hitting the turf there, but it didn't right there. He popped right back up like a rubber band, and he picked up 9 yards on that play. And, if they start getting him a little bit more involved in the running game, again, I'm going to ask.
They're starting to lean more on the run, you've noticed.
I'm going to ask you, how do you stop it? That's the
first
question.
down right there.
That is going to be enough to move the chains. That's number 8 again, and that is Trenton Hall. So D3 Auto Sales finalist Miller calls for the snap. He gets it. Looking down the field, Hoover. Oh, my goodness. So
close to an interception as well. They're going to let it go, and you see – looks like Miller was kind of saying something. He's talking to the white hat right now about that. If he'd have pulled him down all the way, he would have called it, I think. But kind of let him go. It's close to right there on the line of how much you get.
And I'll tell you, that was a dangerous throw there by Miller. First time that you've really seen him put the ball in peril. There was 3 guys there. In fact, if that makes it to where it was supposed to go, it could have been intercepted.
Right. And Elkins, they're saying that should have been the second pick of the night, because they had that one in their grasp earlier.
McGilliard catches the short pass. That's going to be enough for about 8 yards there.
They don't go to McGilliard very often. He's impressive. He's got that big body. He can shield the football away, kind of, like boxing out for an entry pass to a post of basketball.
Well, the thing is about McGilliard is if he was on a team that he was the primary guy, he'd probably catch 70 balls a year, 80 balls a year. A little draw action. That's going to be enough for a first down. Things getting a little chippy out there. Probably wouldn't expect much less here in the semifinals. Both teams trying to keep their hopes alive. Team that loses is going to basketball. And, you know, when you're a football player, nobody wants to start basketball season until it starts.
That's right. Little bubble here. Missed tackles too.
You know, and that's another thing about the Harding Academy receivers. Great yards after contact. I mean, they're just able to break tackles at, you know, in and out. Hoover, you know, we compared him to the other number 2 in the field with Chairs.
Yeah. Isaac Baker's done it.
Isaac Baker, I mean, they're phenomenal.
Gilliard. Just all night long. The yak is crazy right now.
And speaking of Isaac Baker, you know, with Trenton Hall, I'm not seeing Baker on the field.
Yeah, he hasn't been out there since that first drive or two.
Of course, you got other guys to go to. That's part of football. Injuries are a part of it.
Trenton Hall's working hard, though, on that out of that pistol formation. He's getting some big-time yards. He's starting to build them up a little bit. Good shot on him right there. Great job from our Aaron Powers. And a little offset pistol again.
Handoff goes up the middle again, and it's going to be stopped.
Good job from the line.
Yep.
And from Hall to keep those legs churning that time. Get those extra yards at the end. Looked like he was going to stop for 2, and he ends up getting 3 or 4.
If you're the defense, of Elkins, the thing that you've got to do is kind of what you're doing right now, which is continue to make them earn it. Don't give up 3 and 4 play drives. You know what I mean? Of course, they've already got 446 plus whatever they've got on this drive here of offense. And the yards are not going to matter tonight. You know what I mean?
Straight QB draw. Great job on defense from number 34 to come up and make the tackle.
Mason Allen on that tackle. I was told he was the heart and soul of this defense.
Elkins fans on their feet. It's starting about 6.
Big play here in this ball game. Miller drops back. He's in trouble. Avoids the sack. Gets away. He's got a man deep. And that one is, boy, he's glad he didn't keep that one in bounds there.
Yeah. Good defense that time. And you're starting to see more and more pressure coming out here for Elkins since the second quarter. Started getting more pressure, and to continue it on here.
So it's 4th down. This is a kind of a, you know, you don't have too many places on the field that they can't kick a field goal, but this is kind of no man's land here.
Right. Kicked the 34-yarder earlier. A little bit further out this time.
Miller drops back to pass. He's got a man. It's a little high for McGilliard, and that's going to bring up Elkins Elk first down here. And you can see the momentum feels like it's shifting over to Elkins' side.
This crowd is really into it. You know, earlier, Brad, it was 28-7. Nothing was going around for Elkins. They're dropping touchdown catches. And I almost was like, you know, some of these fans, it's cold out here. Were they going to walk off, you know, and kind of give up already? They were just sick about what they were seeing. They didn't. They stayed in here. They're fired up. They're behind their team, and they believe now.
We got McGilliard right here. He's having trouble getting off the field here.
Just did that.
Oh, did really? Probably because it's cold.
We did that with Jim.
No, he took it down there to him. That was an AD.
So we got first down, Elkins, ball on the 32, 33-yard line here. I bet if that warms up, that battery will probably kick in. So here we go, 32-33 as we start, 33-yard line we'll call it, and Elkins within 1 score in the ball for the first time since the first quarter. Stone Dean in motion.
Ooh, nice move by Dean.
Little pitch out to Chairs. He's got some space there.
I'm telling you right now, if he ever gets the ball in space, guys got to hold their breath.
Absolutely.
If you're a Harding Academy fan, especially. The momentum has definitely shifted right now. There's still a 10-point ball, or I'm sorry, a 7-point ball game, but right now you can tell it's a purple wave going across this stadium right now.
Dean looks to the sideline, switches chair to the other side, rolls out to the left-hand side. Dean, he's throwing it deep for Townsend.
Oh, man.
I don't know how he got it there.
Yeah,
My goodness, that was
deflected.
great coverage.
Deflected a little bit, came down on the receiver.
The 5'8", 125-pound James Townsend.
Yeah.
I don't know how he even touched the ball, but I'm telling you, that was incredible coverage there.
Yeah, it really was.
By Harding Academy.
I believe was that Owen Miller, number 6.
Owen's playing safety right now.
Yeah, he has been, and great coverage. Owen goes 6'1", so I mean,
ooh, oh, we got a flag on the play.
Flag. It's a tough tackle as well on Chairs.
In the area of holding. Holding on Elkins.
It's going to back him up 10 from that spot. It's going to bring up about 2nd and 20. Looks like it's going to be 20 exactly.
So it is. 2nd down in Huntsville. Here we go. That one's for you, big boy.
He's talking to Bill Harshaw in the booth. Everybody assumed because I'm big that you're talking about me.
We ain't nobody small in this booth, my friend.
If you get a sack here, we'll have 2nd War Eagle.
There you go. Dean called for the
Bringing
snap.
a blitz. 24 is open. And Dean, great footwork.
He's got a man behind the
wow,
defense.
it's Townsend.
Townsend puts the ball on the ground. That's a fumble. And that is going to be Harding Academy football right there. Oh, my goodness, what a turn of events.
Elkins cannot get out of their own way right now.
My
Drop
goodness.
touchdowns and then a fumble off a huge play right there, explosive play.
That was a massive play for momentum. As you said, Duran, it seemed like the momentum was shifting over to the Elkins side of things. That right there could have got them a tie ball game or really close to it anyway. Great play to get the ball out and a fumble there on Elkins, and Harding Academy has the ball once again.
Right here. If you're Harding Academy, you're in that huddle, you got to tell your teammates, hey, right now we got a chance to seize all the momentum back. Let's do it. Let's suck one up and get one in the end zone. Let's go, Mox.
Owen Miller brings Hoover in motion. They kick it out to the wing there.
Uh-oh.
My goodness. That's City.
Yep, Jack City.
Now, did they have a girl play basketball named City last year?
That sounds familiar.
I believe it did,
See,
yeah.
is it 2 I's or 2 T's?
2 T's, I believe. 2 T's.
2 T's.
Well, I feel like I remember that.
And we got a correction earlier. Number 50's the brother of Wyatt Simmons is also a Simmons. He's a freshman. His first name escapes me now. Do you remember it?
I don't.
Told you at
remember
halftime,
now.
but we didn't write it down.
You're telling the wrong person to remember a name.
But he's
Second
just
down.
a freshman playing big tonight. We've called that number 50's name a couple times.
I'll tell you what, man. There's a lot of young players, like you said, throughout the state making their way.
Oh yes,
on the
there
field.
is. That newcomer list was fun to put together. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Other guys we left off: Elijah Perry, coach's son. They call him Eli, I believe. Quarterback for Bauxite this year, just a 9th grader. 10 touchdowns passing, 5 rushing. Over 1,000 in the air, over 500, I think, on the ground, or 300, I think, maybe.
Miller took a major hit there on the sideline. I'm telling you, he's took some hits tonight. He's bounced right back up. He's a tough kid.
I think it was him that got ripped down by his arm earlier, too, going out of bounds. Never looked ginger or anything. He just really showed off the toughness tonight. So
here we go, 3rd down and about 4. Harding Academy drop back to pass. He's got so much time. He just keeps bouncing. Now he's out of the pocket. Crosses the 45, across the 50, down to the 45, to the 40, tackled from behind. And I'm telling you, man, how do you stop it? He's so fleet of foot. And when he has the opportunity to hit the guy down the field, he does. And then when you flush him out of the pocket, he's able to do work there as well. Owen Miller making his case tonight for D3 Auto Sales MVP. He was a finalist last year as a sophomore. Ball thrown out on the outside.
You got a USB you can hook that into, Brad? Trying to get that battery charged for our sideline cam.
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
So 2nd down and 2 now. Breaks free across the 20 down to, where are they going to spot that? About the 18-yard line. Big time play there. And like you said earlier, Duran, you're talking about they're leaning on Trenton Hall a little bit more here. And, as we see more running, we see that clock moving quicker. This 3rd quarter has been a quick one.
Right, and they're getting yardage off of it. So they're being smart, analytics a little bit, but they're getting that ground game running. They've got Elkins all spread out because they've been hitting them all over the field with passes, and this running game's open. Elkins is going to have to close it up. And that's a big late pancake at the end of that play. 77, getting it mixed up with one of the Elks. Elkins fans don't like it, thought it was a little late.
It's just football, folks. It's just football. Ball on the 15 now, 2nd down and 5.
You got to double hook them up, Brad. I did call that play.
That was a called play, and I called it, Chuck.
Good times. Good times right there.
Little zone read action. And now, my goodness,
wow.
Big play there. Gunnar Casebolt.
Number 50?
I believe 21, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Gunnar Casebolt, middle linebacker, 5'8", 190. He's a senior. Miller that time just kind of ran right back to him, and he cleaned him up.
So you don't want to do anything crazy if you're Harding Academy now. You've got great field goal kicker, and he has shown his worth. But it looks like we may take this to the 4th quarter. That's exactly what we're going to do. We've got a 1-score game here in the 4A state semifinals going into the 4th quarter. It's Harding Academy 34. It's Elkins 27. We'll be back in just a moment.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Back here as we start 4th quarter action, it's Harding Academy driving. It's Elkins trying to figure out a way to keep them out, keep this game within 1 score. It has been a little bit of a quicker 3rd quarter there. The ball was on the ground, not as much offense.
Right. Harding's definitely in field goal range now, and this is a big play right now, this 3rd down. It's going to come out in 4 wide. 5 wide, I should say. Trips to the left, 2 to the right.
Well, here we go. Miller calling for the snap. He looks at his sideline.
72 to left guard. He's calling out a sniffer. Now here we go.
Drops back to pass. He's got a man over the middle.
It's open.
And that's City. Jack City for the touchdown. My goodness.
I'm telling you right now, Owen Miller, Brad Caldwell, Alan Russell and company, you better look at him. He's a football player.
Come on now. Come on now. Owen Miller is a good player.
He's in that MVP list for a reason.
That is exactly right. He
Nice
is showing
play.
his worth tonight. That's for sure. What a throw over the middle. And that's 40-27. Extra point pending here. Here's the kick. It's up. It's good. And that's going to make it 41-27. And that one will stay right here. We just went to commercial. 14-point advantage for the Wildcats of Harding Academy. And, man, what a great ball game this one has been. And I'll tell you, that fumble there.
It's a big-time momentum killer.
Absolutely.
It shifted it back to Harding Academy in a big way. And, I mean, you're going to see them continue to lean on the run, I believe. You know, they're going to mix it up like they do. But right now, they're feeling pretty good. We're into this fourth quarter with this 14-point lead.
Lots of people making the trip from Harding Academy, Searcy, to make the trip up here. We want to say thank you to Arvest Bank, as well as the Super Stop here in Elkins for being a part of our local sponsorship. The local sponsorship really helps us out. We want to say thank you to you guys for being a part of what we do here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Here's the kick, and it goes into the end zone like all the rest of them have, just about. And now Elkins in a must-score time here. If you're an Elk fan, you gotta see them get into the end zone right here if they want to make anything happen and keep themselves in this ball game. Aaron, you might need to go to auto, unfortunately. Maybe not. We'll see. That's better.
Low snap. It's on the ground. He picks it up.
He's got a man behind. That's
Townsend.
Townsend. And he couldn't come up with it.
That one I ain't going to blame him. That was tough. That would have been pretty if he'd have pulled it in.
That would have been his best catch for sure.
That was one that it's straight up over you looking back.
That was a tough one right there. Second down and 10. But, you talk about drop passes. That has really been the story of the ball game for Elkins tonight. Missed opportunities, and Harding Academy has taken advantage of those opportunities. Screen pass to Chairs.
There he
Chairs
is. Look at that jump cut.
Goodness, he got
popped. Oh, and a little talk, but a help up. That's Wyatt Simmons. He's trying to help him up.
Dude.
Looked like he did say something though. Did you feel that?
I saw it, but you know what? This is an intense ball game, and I'm going to tell you right now, that is what a Razorback linebacker is supposed to look like right there.
Yeah, it was. But man, that jump cut by Deshawn Chairs there, to get lateral there to get some free space. Wow.
He got a man in the
that
zone.
Pass.
Is that a catch?
Yeah, it was. Diving catch.
No,
they call no catch.
They called it incomplete.
So this press box, the way we're set up, we're a little short on room, and I'm standing up, and I've got to look through the double pane windows up here. So I apologize. I thought he had it.
That was a tough one, and Coach Zach Watson down there on the sideline, he is none too pleased with that one.
Capture replay on that. We got replay tonight.
It's too late.
Yeah, on this one it's too late, but we have it. Okay, cool deal.
Dean calls for the snap. He's looking down the field. He's got Stone in the middle.
Great hands from Stone that time.
And I'm going to tell you, that was a great throw. That right there is a college throw. If I've seen one, I'm telling you, he stood in the pocket. He threw to the hole in
Dean's
the zone.
Impressive, man. He really is.
Now, this quarterback matchup's been phenomenal.
It really has.
High-level quarterback play here on both sides. Dean.
Got Simmons looking that way now.
He pulls it down, got it down to the 45.
Uh-oh. They might get a little late one as Simmons kind of stuck the shoulder in there at the last second. I didn't see the flag, though. The Elkins fans are going to let him know about it if they keeps it up. You've got a guy in a Razorback shirt upset,
He won't be upset next year.
He won't be next year, but right now, he don't like him touching his Elkins Elks that way.
I'll tell you right now.
Fun to see.
I'll tell you a story in a minute about the local love that people have for football. I'll tell you that after this play. Aaron pulled it up, and we got a flag here on the sideline, I believe. Oh, nope, that's just.
Was that that sounded like Colby Leonard laughing a little bit too.
So that's going to back him up 5 yards. Just a legal procedure. He come from the side. Come from the side there, and I thought for a second there was going to be a sideline warning, but it was a false start.
Okay, so here we go. We got 2nd and about 9. 4 wide again. You got Townsend over here stacked up with trying to see if that's the younger Townsend.
Dean
maybe.
drops back. He's looking down the field. He's got younger Townsend there in the middle.
I tried to pick him up and slam him, but it's a catch.
And good catch there. Good after contact there. Way to hold on to the ball.
Yeah. He gives up so much size. Yeah. Great tough play that time. I don't think after that fumble earlier he's going to let that happen again.
10 minutes and 24 seconds in the fourth here. Dean
looking
down the field. He gives him a little pump fake. He's throwing down the field to Townsend.
And he drops it. Oh, they get a flag on this one. Going to say he got him early.
So it's going to be.
I think that was why he couldn't get that arm up to hold on to that football.
Going to be pass interference here. So that's going to move Elkins up, about the 20, pretty close to it seems like.
Let's go.
So there they call the pass interference there. That's going to move Elkins up. And trying to see exactly. It's not going to be quite inside the 20, but pretty close here. So first down for Elkins now as they approach the red zone here. 10-12 to go, and I'm telling you, folks, this one's going to be a good one. You want to make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you tell your friends you're watching right here on ASN.
Yeah, a little counter.
Chairs gets across the 20, down to about I don't know, 17. No, call it the 19
Love
yard
to watch
line there.
him run. He's so fluid in his motions.
He runs with his eyes, man.
So they've been continuing to run this exact same formation down the field. That time they handed off for the first time in a while. The middle of the defense is what they've been trying to exploit a lot of times. They get a wheel route this time.
And they saw it. And
Owen Miller about got him a pig.
The quarterback saw it. That's right. Owen Miller was sitting right there. He saw it coming. And, boy, that would have been a big play for Harding Academy right there. And, just about – I'm not going to say sealed it, but that would have been really, really close.
Yeah. So third down here, third and about 7. Big play.
Dean rolling off to the right.
Get rid of it.
Yep, big time play there.
You can't
on
give up
the
a
blitz
sack in that situation. That's a big time play on defense right there from Harding Academy.
Yeah. And again, not on this current roster here on Scorebook
number
Live,
was it?
number 25.
Okay.
But great play there. And fourth down, Elkins in no man's land here. Fourth down and a long way to go. We'll call it fourth down in St. Paul here. Long way here for Elkins Elks. They got to have something big happen here.
Gonna go 5 wide, empty set.
Drops back to pass. He's being flushed out of the pocket.
Got Tom.
Throws it deep. He's trying to get Chairs. Ball's
Almost
not
intercepted.
probably better off for him there. And that is a turnover on downs. Harding Academy makes a stand right there. And you got to feel good about Harding Academy's chances right now. 9:15 to go here in this ball game.
Yeah, huge stand. Elkins is driving up and down the field. And that's why you make pass interference plays like that one we saw a moment ago in the end zone on Townsend, on John Townsend. You do that because you know you're beat, and look what happens in the long run. You make them have to play several more plays in a row. You pick up a big sack on third down, which, it's really a miracle at that point on fourth down if you throw one to the end zone and complete it. So it worked. Just smart football.
So now they're trying to see where the blitz is coming from, and I think they've seen it.
We went empty set here, so let's see if there's a QB draw. Nope, they're going to throw it out quickly.
Hoover cuts through the
Tunnel
defense
screen.
there. He's going to gain about 4 yards on the play.
Elkins right now just got to keep their wits about them. They can't get unfocused here. They can't get drawn in any kind of late hits, any kind of chippiness, because they feel like that game is slipping a little bit. There's still plenty of time with their high-powered offense, but they got to get some stops.
That's
right.
Now. Quick ones, quicker stops, and then, always when you're within one score, you're within striking distance. But time is on the side of the Harding Academy Wildcats as we come up on 8.5 minutes left here in this ball game.
Second and a long 6, short 7 here. Owen Miller, can you break a tackle? He will.
And that's going to be
Chairs playing defense. Come up, makes the tackle.
Yep. Sometimes you just got to get your best players on the field when you need it to happen.
100%.
You just got to get them out there. Chairs out there at safety right now. You got
It's
Townsend out there.
In Arkansas.
Got Townsend out there at safety as well. So you just got to. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Down to 8:05 on the clock.
Third down and short here. If you're Elkins, you got to figure out a way to get a tackle in the backfield.
Yeah. And you might want to see a little bit of a run blitz here. Attack the A gaps. You got number 9 coming off the edge. He's going to get to him, but not in time for him to get a few yards.
And that's a first down for Harding Academy, so they get a chance to run even more clock off of the clock, more time off of the clock. And that is a friend of yours if you're a Wildcat fan.
Yep. That last play, they had Jaquay Walden running a little blitz off the left edge, and Miller and the offense just went to the other side, and it was just enough to get that couple yards they needed.
So Miller, he goes out to the left-hand side. He's going to be able to gain a few. And the thing is that with Miller, he doesn't ever go backwards.
Yep, and he always seems to slide at the very end of the tackle. Even if he's already tackled, he'll slide a lot. Probably picks up a lot of penalties doing that. That's just being very heady and moxie there from the quarterback. Didn't get it this time. Second and about 6. Take it, take that one. So we got another third down coming up, Brad. Third and about 5 right here. So another good opportunity for Elkins to get them off the field. Of course, Harding Academy, they're known for going for it on 4th downs. If they can get in a 4th and short situation around the 50-yard line, they may go
then
for
why
it.
wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
I agree. No guts, no glory. Put it all out there.
But again, as you see, that time continues to click down here. Good thing for Harding Academy, not so good for Elkins.
Need to stop right here if you're an Elkins Elk.
Good throw over the middle.
Yep.
That's Hoover. And again, you've got tough kids making tough plays at tough times. Third down conversion for the Harding Academy Wildcats.
Gotta love the Harding Academy faithful over there on their sideline. You can see that they definitely traveled well. Got their side filled up. They're loving what they're seeing right now. They feel really good about how this game is at the moment. Just under, or almost under 6 minutes here, 6:06.
Handoff goes up the middle, and not much gained right there.
Might start seeing some timeouts being called by Elkins.
Yeah, I mean, with 2 scores down right now, you've got to figure out a way to get a stop, get the ball back, and then if you're an Elkins fan, you got to hope for a touchdown and possibly an onside kick. That's pretty much what you've got left here if you're an Elkins fan. If you're a Harding Academy fan right now, you're just saying, hey, let that clock run.
Going empty set again. Now they're going to man a motion. It is Hall.
That's been probably their best set all game long. Miller's being flushed out of the pocket.
Chairs over there. He's not.
Yep.
Oh, that's helmet to helmet right on the sideline. Really surprised there's not a flag on that one. That was Deshawn Chairs laying the wood. But it was really close to a late hit. And also helmet to helmet, it looked like. So That's going to get them a loss on the play. Bring up third and about 14 here. Elkins needs to hold right here.
Yep, this is your
Owen
shot
Miller,
right here.
Definitely, or Tyler Hoover, I should say, definitely one of the guys that you got to focus on. He's hard to guard one-on-one. Let's see if they kind of bracket him.
Miller drops back, flushed out to the left-hand side. He's pulling it down, spin move, and he's tackled at the 50 there. And
Number 34, Mason Allen, making a huge play in this ball game for his Elks.
Yep, so probably forcing a punting situation here. With Harding Academy, you just don't ever know. I would say so at this point, though, and they're going to play field position as we're under 5 minutes to play. And it looks like punt teams are coming onto the field.
4th and 15.
So we're going to try to get some interviews down on the field after the ball game with the winning team. They will get their ticket to, I was going to say Hot Springs. They're so used to that. They're going to get their ticket, and so to War Memorial Stadium, and we'll have that for you. And we've got a flag in the backfield here, and I guess they're going to take the delay of game.
Got Deshawn Chairs back to return this kick for Elkins.
So call for the snap. Here's the kick. It's a line drive kick.
I'd like to see him pick this up
Yeah.
and run. It's going to go all the way into the end zone, I believe.
Boy.
It was close.
I'll tell you right now, that was a very returnable ball. And, you know, if you were coach for Elkins right there, you probably wanted Chairs to pick that one up. He had every opportunity to return that one.
He had another one earlier tonight that was kind of that same way. But that one he had even more room, it seemed. But they're going to start it from the 20. Got to go 80 yards, and they need to do it pretty quick here.
Yep. Still time is on your side if you are a Harding Academy fan. 4:19 to go, and now Elkins trying to make their pitch to try to get this thing within one score, and another drop ball.
Chairs hit a little bit late.
I
don't know if he didn't know if he had the ball or not, though. So
that's just a tough play.
depending on
That's
the
just a
whistle.
solid play right there, man.
I agree.
Hey, Bill, you're headed down there. Got tons of interference on that one. We might need to change channels. Don't know for sure. You fixed it last time.
There you go. Maybe. Nope. All right, so second down.
Dean rolls out to the right-hand side. He's throwing deep. That's
Wow.
Martin.
Oh, that's going to be pass interference.
Nope.
I believe he got to him before that ball got there. It was a lot sort of similar to down here in the end zone that they did get the call.
Tell you what, Martin has been their most effective receiver. Tonight, he's been behind the defense quite a bit. That one, Elkins fans wanting that one, and that one was a tough one right there. You don't get every one of them, though, during the game. And I think that sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some in that situation. Dean looking at it, 3rd down and 10 now. Obviously, this is going to be 2-down territory now for the Elks. They're in 5 wide. Dean stepping up in the pocket. He's got plenty of time now. He pulls it down, gets across the 25 to the 30. He's going to get a 1st down right there. Big play there if you're Elkins.
Yep. They're going to have to hurry up here.
Heady quarterback headed to Central Missouri University.
They're going to get a good one.
One of the better teams in Division II came down and played Harding, actually, and Harding beat them 35-34 on what I believe was a blocked field goal, or a blocked extra point, if I'm not mistaken. Dean got plenty of time. Now he's being flushed out, throws out to the sideline. That's his brother, Stone. And we got 3:37 on the clock now. Actually dropping it. Oh, no, we got a little bit more time with the time adjustment there. Dean looking to his left. He finds Townsend. Ball dropped again.
You could see that, Tom. His head, he looked upfield to see where he was going. Took his eyes off that football. Got to watch it all the way in. He's trying to make a big play for his team. It's definitely something at the end of the night. If they end up losing this ball game, it's something that their coach is going to tell them about. That, you know, Harding's a great team, but we really shot ourselves in the foot a lot tonight. Could have made a big difference.
But, again, you got to give credit where credit's due in these situations. And you know, let the best team win. We'll see what happens. Dean
good
saw it coming.
Really smart job sliding.
He picked up the first down again, but again, clock is moving quickly here.
When you decide to slide at the last second, the defender's already made his way. I don't have a problem with a no call there personally. Because
Dean looking deep, he's trying to get Townsend in. That's Owen Miller putting his stamp on the ball game. I'll go ahead and call it right now. D3 Auto Sales player of the game, Owen Miller. Big time play there as he is right in the thick of the MVP list. And looks like Harding Academy moving on where they're going to play the winner of Rivercrest and Warren if nothing crazy happens.
You better take a look at him. He's a football player. I told you a minute ago. My Houston Nut imitation there.
Man, so impressive tonight.
I mean, do we ever watch a guy named Miller not just really show out, you know? I mean.
Your cousin, right? Your cousin doing his thing.
That's funny. But, man, Harding Academy, they come out here. They just knock them in the chin right off the bat early tonight, 28-7. It was just too big, you know, and there's still a chance here. They're going to need a turnover immediately. But it was too much for Elkins to kind of come back from. And we talked about it early. Harding Academy, they've been in this situation at least 5 semifinals in a row we know of. You could kind of feel that it was they were ready for the moment a little bit more because of the experience of being here. And Elkins just came out a little bit shell-shocked, like a deer in the headlights early on. Really settled in and made this thing a ball game.
And run goes up the middle. That's going to be enough for a first down. Clock is ticking. 2.5 minutes to go. Harding Academy feeling it. You can see the sidelines over there. The student section starting to feel it. Cheerleaders happening over there. Things are looking good for the Wildcats. Handoff goes up the middle again, and as long as they can keep this ball on the ground and keep getting first downs.
It's a good stop there, Tom, but time is now an issue.
Oh, absolutely. We got a timeout. I believe it was timeout Elkins, I believe. Yep, timeout Elkins. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the 4A state semifinal right here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Back here on ASN, it's Harding Academy feeling good about themselves right now. Harding Academy has run the gauntlet here in the 4A playoffs, beating the Oaks. So timeout, we'll take one with them. Let's get that Petrus Farms in there and let them give their message out. Appreciate Petrus Farms and what they're doing here with us.
We all love to eat. Whether discussing our daily meals or our special holidays, family gatherings, and even tailgating celebrations, Petra's Farm and Grill, located in Central Arkansas, can help elevate your experiences. Petra's Farm and Grill has over 10 great seasonings and 2 delicious barbecue sauces to choose from. Use our special blends alone or feel free to mix and match to your own delight. Find our sauces and seasonings online at petrasfarmgrill.com. There you can also find one of our great dealers in communities near you.
(41-27) is the score, 2:10 to go. I believe Elkins got one timeout. Is that correct? One timeout left. 3rd down and long here for Harding Academy. One more first down will pretty much do it here. Miller going to put it on the ground, and he is going to be stopped. And that's going to bring up 4th down. So Elkins going to get one more chance at it at least. Got timeout Elkins, so that's the last timeout for the Elkins Elks. And we'll go to a quick break here. You're watching 4A semifinals right here on ASN.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
So 4th down for Harding Academy. They're going to elect to punt. Deshawn Chairs back there deep to receive. And if you are Harding Academy, you probably don't want to see the ball in that kid's hands too much. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, almost dropped the snap. Big punt, though. Chairs receives the punt. And he's got the edge here. He's at the 40. Cuts across the 30. He's going to break a tackle. He's at the 10-5. Touchdown. We got a ball game. Holy cow. And just like I said, you don't want him to touch the ball in that situation. And as far as I see, are there any flags? Are there flags? I believe there are. What do we got? There is. It's a flag. So let's see what they call here. They drop it on the 29-yard line. Blindside block. You see if you can get that in the replay there. See if you can. Oh, it just should be. There you go. Let's see if we can get it. Yeah, it's there. I don't know for sure. I saw it. We had it on the camera. That we had the call. Not totally sure. See if you can replay that one more time there. Right here. Cuts off. But anyway, let's get back to it here. Elkins gets the ball. The ball is at the 44-yard line here. So still got an opportunity here with 1:47 to go. And at this point, if you're a fan of Elkins, you need a quick score. You need an onside kick, and that's pretty much all that there is here, with no timeouts left. Dean drops back to pass. He's got a man over the middle. He's hit hard. Ball's out. We got a flag coming from the backside. Townsend really hurt right there. Looks like he's definitely struggling getting up off the field on his own, but it looks like that's going to be called helmet to helmet there. The referees converging on the play here. So referees trying to sort it out. And I think what they're doing is marking it from the spot. So 15 yards from the previous spot. So it's going to be a first down, and that's going to bring the ball close to the 25 here with 1:41 to play. So we're still got a little bit of a ball game. Five wide receivers here. Dean calls for the snap. He's being flushed out of the pocket, rolls out to the left-hand side, gets across the original line of scrimmage. Might have got a couple on the play there. Well, things getting intense out there late in this ball game. Dean looking at the sideline. Stay with me, camera guys. This is a big time here. Dean looking at it. 3 wide receivers to the right, 2 down to the left. Field spread out. Dean drops back. He's being flushed out of the pocket. He's being pressured. He can't get rid of it. That's a huge sack right there for Harding Academy, and that's a big-time play there by number 9, Timothy Roberts. Got a stoppage in play now. And that's a injury for Harding Academy. Big number 55. He's made his presence felt tonight. We're going to have interviews with the winning team after this ball game. Make sure you don't want to miss that there. The ticket to War Memorial Stadium being presented after this ball game. Dean looking deep. He's got time. He steps up into the pocket, makes a throw, and it's picked off again. Big time play there. Boy, Harding Academy, and that's going to seal the deal. Camden Pryor coming out of nowhere, taking the ball off the receiver's chest. The drop passes have been a plague tonight for the Elkins Elks, and I think that's going to end up doing them in right there. 1:11 to play, no timeouts left. And Harding Academy going to make their 5th straight state championship appearance, it looks like, unless something crazy happens, which it probably isn't. So Harding Academy, I don't have a score from the other game right now. Maybe I can find one to see who they're going to play. Harding Academy in victory formation. They take a knee. Going to only have to take one more, and Harding Academy will move on into the state championship game. So like I said, we're going to get set up here. Bill, your camera is better if you can hear me. Your camera is better. So we've got state championship ticket going to be given to the Harding Academy Wildcats. Big time plays tonight, beating a very good Elkins Elks team here. And, yes, that will be something we'll put up there pretty quickly. That's going to be it. The Harding Academy Wildcats come all the way to Northwest Arkansas and beat the Elkins Elks tonight with just grit, toughness, and determination. Big-time game here at the 4A semifinals. And good game from both squads. 4A semifinals win, a victory for Harding Academy. And let's go ahead and throw that up on the screen right now. Harding Academy gets to punch their ticket to the state finals here by virtue of their victory over the Elkins Elks tonight by a score of 41-27. What an entertaining ball game it was tonight here from Harding Academy. Rivercrest beat Warren tonight at Warren, so we've got a Harding Academy and Rivercrest matchup I tell you what, Rivercrest saying nobody talking to us tonight, talking about us tonight. They just keep rolling, and big time win there for them. And so we've got a state championship match up there. Mr. Matt Little, if you can give us some 3A scores, we would take that as well. But we're going to go to one of our final breaks here. Appreciate you joining us here on the Arkansas Sports Network, and we'll come back in just a moment with more right here from Elkins.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
We all love to eat. Whether discussing our daily meals or our special holidays, family gatherings, and even tailgating celebrations, Petra's Farm and Grill, located in Central Arkansas, can help elevate your experiences. Petra's Farm and Grill has over 10 great seasonings and 2 delicious barbecue sauces to choose from. Use our special blends alone or feel free to mix and match to your own delight. Find our sauces and seasonings online at petrasfarmgrill.com. There you can also find one of our great dealers in community.
We got to get to this championship ticket. You can see it here. You can see it
come
here.
back.
Yeah, we got you. Harding Academy Wildcats taking their ticket. And we got some interviews that we're going to get to here in just a moment. Coach Neil Evans and players. You guys on the top, you are our eyes.
So, all right.
You got
You're
it,
gonna cue
Duran.
me in, right, Bill?
You got it, Duran. You're in.
All right, we've got head coach here for the Harding Academy Wildcats. Huge victory against an Elkins team that's just been playing dynamite all season. Coach, tell me how you're feeling right now after this huge victory up here on the road.
Well, really nostalgic. We beat an exceptional football team. To come up to be here on the road in this environment, knowing how potent their offense is, and that was on display tonight. We just really. Just a classic football game. Let me tell you something. Those guys right there do a really, really good job. They're well coached. Their guys play really hard. Just a big time win.
Yes, sir. Huge win. You got to be proud of yourself. What they've done for this program, and we talked about it in our broadcast. On the Elkins side, we saw some drop passes on some big plays. Y'all looked like y'all were kind of been used to being here, and Elkins kind of not been here, in recent tradition. Big game for them, a big step up, and they've had an unbelievable year. But y'all definitely look like y'all were ready to shine in the moment, and it kind of helped y'all get that big start. And then Elkins settled in and really made some big plays. Just talk to me about your seniors and your leaders on this team.
Yeah, like a guy like White Simmons, this is the 4th time he's been to the state championship. He played as a freshman, sophomore, junior, and now a senior, and so he's been in a big-time situations. It took all of us. We had guys that got injured. We had guys that cramped. It took every single one of us to make it happen. And, again, that starts with our senior leadership. Just to watch the response that our guys had at the half going in, the way they talked, the adjustments they made, the way they listened to it was just really awesome.
Okay. Yes, sir. Unbelievable victory up here on the road. Your team just really showed up and showed out here. I guess that, in Elkins State, everybody knew about the offense all year. And they see know about as good as anybody. They went up there and held them to 15 points. That let everybody know, hey, it ain't just about the offense. They got some big-time defenders. Just an all-around great game from you guys. And congratulations, Coach, moving on to the state championship game and another opportunity to get a ring and to go back home with that trophy. That's unbelievable job. It's the head coach right here for the Harding Academy Wildcats, moving victoriously. All right, we've got Owen Miller getting it done on both sides of the ball tonight, throwing touchdowns, rushing. Got a big pick down here at the goal line late in the game to kind of help seal it. kind of, Elkins wasn't going to give up. They kept coming at you. Talk to me about how it feels playing in this game tonight and everything that's happened.
Man, it's just like this is what high school football is all about, and just getting down to the wire at the end of the season. Everyone's tired, everyone's hurting, and just our group of guys just loving each other and fighting no matter what adversity strikes us. Just beating a really good team on the road, and like they fight hard, and it's hard to describe. Just the love we have for each other and our chemistry. That's what won us our game, and our unbelievable coaches, and we keep fighting and fighting and fighting. It's hard to describe.
Yes, sir. Owen, we talked about it all during the broadcast, all throughout the season. We saw you last year. We did a game against Boonville, and you just showed out your footwork. You and your Kyler, y'all kind of look a lot alike sometimes. It seems like you're both quicker than fast, just really hard to guard. Talk to me about what it's been like just running this type of offense, having these kind of weapons around you, and what you do to kind of extend plays and how that makes it so tough on a defense.
Yeah, it just, man, the group of guys around me, the offensive line, receivers, backs, people stepping in when people get hurt. I have so much help around me, and just our chemistry is great. And our offensive coordinator, he does a great job of scheming up plays and, describing it perfectly in practice. And just a group of guys just getting open when I'm rolling out, knowing when to clear out, the offensive line just blocking their tails off. It's a great collective effort, and they help me so much. And so it makes it really easy when you got a good group of guys around you.
Yes, sir. Huge victory for Harding Academy as they're going back to the state championship, I believe, for the fifth in a row. I don't know the final. I know Rivercrest had a lead earlier, 13-0 over Warren. That was early. I haven't heard nothing since, but looking forward to seeing y'all next week as the AAA will present that on the PBS on Saturday. So exciting game, huge victory. You did it on both sides of the field. Congratulations. Y'all be careful on the way back, and congrats.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
That was Duran Miller.
All right, we're going to throw it back to you, Brad.
That was Duran Miller down on the field as he got Coach Neil Evans and the quarterback of Owen Miller. Great player. They're a great performance here, and I'm telling you, a tough team. And this Harding Academy Wildcat team coming out all the way from Searcy. I don't even know how many miles it is from Searcy to here. It's a long way from here. And just a lot of credit to the Harding Academy Wildcats beating a very, very good Elkins football team tonight. I'm telling you, this Elkins football team was a team that had scored 700 points, I believe, and just had given up over 100 before tonight's game. And the Harding Academy Wildcats just did their thing tonight. So congratulations to them, and good luck in the state finals as they will play the Rivercrest Colts. Rivercrest Colts went down to Warren tonight and won 24-14. So that is a huge win down there in South Arkansas. And, a lot of people talked about Warren and Elkins and Harding Academy. They just and Rivercrest said, well, we're going to rain on that parade a little bit. So anyway, guys, we appreciate you watching here on the Arkansas Sports Network. It is something that I guarantee you, I can't tell you enough how appreciative I am of you being a part of what we're doing, whether you're liking, following, sharing, whatever it is. We want you to make sure that you're sharing out, excuse me, what you're doing or what we're doing here for the rest of the year. We will get heavy into the MVP conversation. We'll start talking about basketball as well as some other things here. As we get going here, because basketball's coming. State championship, state tournament will probably be at 1. Hopefully we will anyway. And we're excited for that. So, guys, we're going to wrap things up here, and appreciate you joining us here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Appreciate Arvest Bank and the Super Stop here in Elkins for being a part, and also all of our sponsors, D3 Auto Sales, Arkansas Tech University, Tyson Valley Distribution Center, and Heirloom Legal, along with Petrus Farms. And we'll say goodbye on that. Appreciate you joining us here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
We all love to eat. Whether discussing our daily meals or our special holidays, family gatherings, and even tailgating celebrations, Petra's Farm and Grill, located in Central Arkansas, can help elevate your experiences. Petra's Farm and Grill has over 10 great seasonings and 2 delicious barbecue sauces to choose from. Use our special blends alone or feel free to mix and match to your own delight. Find our sauces and seasonings online at petrasfarmgrill.com. There you can also find one of our great dealers in communities near you.